Well, it looks like draw pass there from Austin. No hoot. No scoot. No fan. Slow start. Hopefully has a draw supporter in hand for the next turn. Leonardo over here has that turn 1 energy attachment. Going in with that... Ooh, town store in there. I see that town store. Forces tenacity. That's what I want to say. So we could get the town store to get the turbo energize. If it's in the deck. It looks like is playing an anti-Mimikyu build. Does have... I saw 2 canceling cologne and pretty heavy Lost City. It looks like 3 Lost City, 2 canceling cologne. So is playing the anti-Mimikyu build here. So we'll have some dead cards in the matchup. The Lost Cities aren't dead. The Lost City be able to like bump area 0 and stuff like that will be fine. The what's it called? It's kind of like dead cards though. The canceling colognes, obviously. I don't think they're gonna do anything in this matchup. Yeah, very teched out for stall. I guess it's still just like the text for stall, right? It is just stall text. All right, Hoot Hoot top deck there from Austin. Ian has that energy. Going in with the town store. Let's see if Austin plays that Vitality Band. We might see it here. If he does. Maybe just going to go ahead and hold off on showing it, though. This would be one of those situations where, like, not giving your opponent that information might be worth it. They did pull up the Vitality Band on the stream, though, so I think that means that Austin does play it. Doesn't grab it here. I wasn't really paying attention to the prize cards too much, to be honest. Well, actually, we haven't seen Austin's prize cards, have we? I don't know if we have. The cologne is Pikachu for Pikachu EX. True. 1 for each attack you do into it with your thorns. All right, over to Leonardo. So it looks like Austin is effectively dead drawing here. Maybe the hand is still fine here, though, for Austin. Maybe has like a Noctowl to use with this Hoot Hoot on the next turn. Ooh, going for the catcher here. I assume going to go after that Hoot Hoot here. It is a Tails. Got some energy to put into play here. We could put a Lightning on the active or double turbo on the bench. I almost would want to see the double turbo to the bench and then retreat punch instead, to be honest. Yeah, well, is the double turbo to the bench not just better there? Oh, yeah, we did see the Manaphy and prize card. You're right. I don't know if you're right. You might be wrong. Crushing Hammer coming out here. This would be a big heads. That's another Tails. Leonardo needs to work on the flips. I'm back in between games. Ooh. Store bump. Don't we want to save that to be able to bump area 0 though? There's the punch. Does not bench the other thorns. I don't like that either. If we get Iono'd here, it could be hard to find thorns. Why don't we just put all the thorns on the bench? There is a Noctowl in hand. Oh, the Vitality Band is in the hand here. I think we're gonna be able to see a one-hit KO here from Austin though. From this Noctowl. Yeah, I don't. Why did we put that Lost City in play? Why did we do that? From Leonardo. Who, like, what is Austin gonna use with the town store? Is the town store good for you to keep in play as Leonardo? Why would you bump that? That feels so weird. Leonardo for no reason grabbed double turbo with Colress last turn, right? Should have just not grabbed it. Yeah, could have just not grabbed it on that last turn as well, yeah. I definitely don't love those choices there from Leonardo. I would have liked to have seen, like I said, retreat to the bench thorns as well. Would have been nice to see. And then attack with that one. Put the double turbo on that one and then attack with that one. And you could have bet, yeah, I mean, not benching the thorns here probably isn't going to be super consequential. Double Poffin coming in off this Noctowl. The whole squad getting loaded up on the bench here. And now we don't have a counter stadium for this area 0 because Leonardo wanted to play that Lost City last turn. And now they'll be like, if we don't have a counter stadium here, then Austin can threaten one KO this active and then has the Vitality Band to threaten a one-hit KO on the next Iron Thorns. Now, Leonardo does have other counter stadiums in the deck, but we got to find them is the thing. Finding them is the problem here. Other Thorns makes its way to the bench. We do have the Techno Radar in the hand to potentially go find another Iron Thorns. The last Iron Thorns, the final Thorns. Austin failed the last town store, didn't he? What would that make you want to bump there, I wonder? Yeah, exactly as well. Like, Austin failed the town store on the last turn. There's the judge from Leonardo. So that big hand going back to the deck here. And Leonardo is looking for that stadium bump. Vacuum or stadium works here. Now, whether or not Leonardo knows about the Vitality Band, we don't really know. But also, like, Dusknoir plus Punch works here for Austin. You can go pop Dusknoir plus Punch. Yes, Cologne has found that's not going to do very much. The rest of the hand is actually kind of dead here for Leonardo, but he's going to get this knockout to get a couple prize cards. There's a double turbo prize, but I don't think we're going to be drawing it here in that first two prize cards. But we did get ourselves a Pokegear. Double turbo immediately from Austin into a Feather Ball to grab Pidgeot EX, and I think might have research. I think it is a research in the hand here, so could possibly find the Vitality Band and a basic Pokemon to get the 1-hit KO here. And once again, this Area 0 probably shouldn't be in play right now, but Leonardo overextended his stadium placements and now wasn't able to punish this Area 0. Let's see if the Vitality Band is found. Or an Owl, right? We could just find Noctowl. Noctowl finds the cards. There's the Noctowl. Gonna start with a Stretcher here. Go for another Terrapagos, and then Noctowl can go find the Vitality Band and 1-hit KO the active Iron Thorns, leaving Leonardo in a pretty bad situation, to be honest. No answer to the Vitality Band, and definitely not threatening the 1-hit KO on the active either, or threatening the knockout on the active. Here we go. Now the Vitality Band, if Leonardo didn't know about it before, now Leonardo definitely knows about it. And this one's looking pretty tough here for Leonardo to potentially win this. Actually, Austin could just win this turn with Candy Dusknoir, although that's pretty unlikely to have. I do see Ultra Ball and Candy in hand, but that's not double Dusknoir, so. We might commit to setting one up, though. I do kind of like that, because if there is, like, if Leonardo goes, like, Judge Counter Stadium here, yeah, if Leonardo does go Judge Counter Stadium here, then you're in a little bit of a pickle here. Or, like, there could be a comeback from Leonardo. So I do like this Dusknoir being set up right now from Austin. I actually like this. Actually, Austin was one card away from the win. Wait, no, because then we wouldn't have been able to 1-hit KO the active if we popped up a Dusknoir. Yeah, never mind. We'd be down 2 bench Pokemon. All right, over to Leonardo. In a bad spot. Has the Crushing Hammer, but needs some hand disruption probably. Has triple Pokegear or double Pokegear in hand. So we could try and find a Judge or an Iono. Most people don't play Iono and Iron Thorns, I feel like, anymore. It's mostly just Judges, which is fine. Did get the heads. A Judge here would be pretty big. You just need some form of hand disruption, I feel like, here, for sure. Austin only has 4 cards in hand, but it did come from a hand of 7 cards. So Austin's current hand on average is probably going to be pretty decent. There's a boss. Also, to attack this turn, you need to find a double turbo energy. All right. Lining up for that Pokegear number 2. Is it illegal to throw the dice at the opponent? Actually, there's no rules on that in the rule book, so you could do it. They wouldn't be able to penalize you immediately. They could create a rule though that would then allow them to penalize you if you did it again. So you'd have to just like start doing it and then see how they react, to be honest. But you could get away with it for a little while if they don't actually implement a rule. Enhanced Hammies and Handheld Fan sucks for Turtle, or does it swing the matchup not up? Or does it not swing the matchup enough? No, Enhanced Hammer is pretty good. The Fan is okay. Just a research from Leonardo. There's the Vacuum. Okay, we did find the Stadium Bump. But it doesn't matter here though. We have Dusknoir double turbo here from Austin. Austin could just show the double turbo, and then this game's basically over. Yeah, we get rid of. Wait. Does that make more sense than the Area 0? We bump the Area 0. Get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the same thing, right? We still just lose. I guess this is fine, probably. Yeah, it's probably fine from Leonardo. Pop. Catch, knockout. Okay, there we go. Game 2 coming up. Yeah, I don't think it matters one way or the other. They're both, like, fine thing. I think getting rid of the Area 0 was better. Maybe not, though. Maybe it's about the same, to be honest. Denies the Noctowls getting into the discard pile into Stretcher. Denies the Noctowls getting to the discard pile into Stretcher. Yeah, that's good. That's true. That is fair. That's a good point. So maybe it's a little bit better to go with that then. Yeah. Yeah, definitely better to go with that then. I think you're right. Yeah, there's no great play there, but that does limit the outs from Austin by a little bit more for sure. Do they do anything tomorrow? Is it just a regular weekend day early? No, they have like all the finals are tomorrow. All finals is tomorrow. Does Noctowl really matter in that situation though? Because Austin's out is to win is just DTE, right? Well, yeah, Noctowl for Cautious Tenacity or Research or something like that. Yeah, and then yeah, Austin also does win with Candy Ultra Ball, right? Or Candy Night Stretcher for the Dusknoir. All right. We do have... Oh, Leonardo chose second. Interesting. Is that correct in this matchup? What is it? What, do you want to go first or second in this matchup? I feel like you'd want to go first, right? Because like like Leonardo can use Turbo Energize, but now you can get punched by a Terapagos sooner. I don't know. Leonardo is way more likely to get a turn to attack off though if you go second. If you go first, it's very possible you whiff the turn to attack as Iron Thorns. It's not that likely, but it is possible. It's interesting. I'm not sure, to be honest. Double Turbo Energize. Is it gonna be a Judge? Oh, into the Arvin here. Arvin gonna find that Techno Radar. Improper sequencing, but it's not like a big deal. I thought for a second we were going to Judge there because of the way that Leonardo sequenced that. Hazel, quite new to the TCG and looking to build my first deck on TCG Live. What are your thoughts on building on Cerula GX deck? Do they have any major weaknesses? I mean, Cerula is fine. I don't think it's great, but it's whatever. That's another fine deck. Quite a fine deck. Make it harder to find Rotom. If you go first or if they go first. Well, I guess if they go first, yeah. I don't play Thorns enough, but maybe as Thorns he's just not sure to set up properly going first. I mean, you have a higher chance of setting up a turn 2 play if you go second, yeah. I mean, yeah, going second doesn't seem that bad for sure. Like, you get that Turbo Energize off, and if you whiff Turbo Energize, you still have a higher chance of getting like a turn 2 attack. And I guess if you do force Austin to go first, Austin does have a lower chance of finding the Fan Rotom as well, turn 1. Sure. Yeah. Are you surprised by any of the decks that made top cut? Not overly. I mean, Golden Go is like an interesting deck. Like Golden Go is not something I would have predicted to make cut, but I'm not like super surprised. Okay. So immediately into the switch from Austin, and now we're into the Noctowl. We're looking for double Turbo Energy. I see a Poffin. Dude, do we have the one hit? What is this hand? Does Austin just have the one hit KO immediately on the Thorns? Is Austin just cooking like that? Holy smokes. Dude, we do. Austin does, bro. Oh my gosh. This is insane. Oh, wait. Are we living off the lotto? Oh, no. Doesn't play the Colossus Tenacity. Plays the Energy Lotto. But still has a chance. The lotto could whiff, though. If the lotto whiffs, that's huge. That is huge. Appreciate the tier 1 sub there. 6 Hell, 6 Saint. Or 6 Hell, 6 Saint, 6. Welcome to the pack. Got plenty of whiffs, but we're all out of Cheez-Its. All in on the lotto. If this lotto hits, though, I mean, that seems like it's just game. I don't know. It's hard to lose at that point, it feels like. Let's see it. The Energy Lotto's in. Oh, there we go. It doesn't even look at the rest of the cards. I mean, you don't really need to. Has a Vitality Band. Okay, there is a big hand for Leonardo on the other side of this, though. There's a big hand there. Gonna have some stuff. Needs to get rid of that Vitality Band, though. That needs to go. Ooh, and the Iono, though. Actually, once again, I think Leonardo just misplayed. Leonardo's just like not... Why would you not bench the other Iron Thorns? And now Leonardo's getting punished for not benching the other Iron Thorns. Yeah, definitely some pretty big mistakes here, I feel like, from Leonardo. That is a huge mistake there from Leonardo. I mean, you're not expecting probably to get 1-hit KO'd on turn 2 like this as Leonardo, but like, you should still just bench the Thorns, because what if Austin just Ionos you? It's so hard to find your Thorns now. It's not like Austin wants to try and Gust Trap the Thorns. Exactly, yeah. Austin's not trying to Gust Trap Thorns. You have so many ways to move them as well. You have all your tools left. Yeah, some pretty big mistakes here from Leonardo. Appreciate the prime there, Lulu. Welcome to the Rat Pack. All out of my goodness, but we got plenty of... Jeez, man, it's not looking good. We have the Enhanced Hammer. You could Arven for the Vacuum. Yeah, you can Arven for Vacuum here. Having another Iron Thorns on our bench would put us in such a better spot. This is so bad still. I think you got to go with the Vacuum here as well and hope there's no like Candy Dusknoir attach. Is the Vacuum prized? Oh no. Oh my gosh. The Vacuum's prized. Oh my. The second Techno Radar's prized. Dude, he's getting full punished for misplaying. Holy smokes. The second Techno Radar is prized. We literally can't find another Iron Thorns. In the Vacuum's prize, so we can't remove the Vitality Band, so we just lose to a double turbo next turn. We didn't draw into a stadium either, so we can't even counter the stadium. Holy smokes. Deserved? Honestly, true. It was a pretty big mistake then from Leonardo to not bench that extra Thorns. I think Leonardo made the same mistake in the first game as well, right? Or am I trolling? But in this game, definitely made that mistake. Is going for a catcher. What are we trying to KO here? Why are we not just punching the active to threaten the... We need to threaten the Vitality Band, no? Wait, what is this play? Why are we not threatening the Vitality Band? Maybe we're like, we need a prize card because we need to get Vacuum or Techno Radar? I don't know if I like that. I don't think I like that. I think we just punch the active there. And yeah, punch the active, threaten the Vitality Band. I don't know. Here comes an Ultra Ball. A lot of cards in the hand. Wait, do we have double Candy Dusknoir here, actually? I think we have double Candy Dusknoir. There's a Candy. Pop. Stretch her back. Candy. Pop again. Orange is dead. Sheesh. Man, Austin absolutely cooked him. Holy smokes. Definitely some poor play from Leonardo, but still, like, I don't know if there was like, there was definitely would have been more game to be played, but I don't know how much more game, to be honest. Yeah, after the tournament structures change, Lucas, we'll probably see the tie rate increase. Yeah, we'll probably see the tie rate increase. Terrible Guardy prizes. It's not that bad. It kind of depends on how the game goes, to be honest. I don't think it's like terrible. Ooh, the Clef Key start is good though. I guess we had the Poffin to get the Clef Key anyways, but I mean, why not open it? Why not open it? Well, the only thing this shuts down on your side is your Radiant Greninja, but as long as the hand isn't dead, then you should be good. And he didn't play Clef Key, did he? No, he did. Here comes the Heavy Ball. So gonna get that early information. This is actually like you almost like don't want to play the heavy ball right here because there's like too many options. I mean, you probably just go for the Drifloon, right? Like you probably just take Drifloon. I think you'd always take Drifloon over Screamtail. Then the only question would be, oh no, they went for Screamtail. I thought we always went for Drifloon there. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like Drifloon is always the take over, like is always the guaranteed take there. The only thing would be like now we don't have access to Pheasantipity, which kind of sucks. All right, here comes a Vessel to get rid of. I can't tell what that is. Monkey Dory. Is there nothing better to get rid of there? I feel like the Monkey Dory is still pretty good. All right, goodbye Dory. And I think the hand is dead besides that, but has a Kirlia. We have a Kirlia in the hand, I think. Use attach active to the turn, I guess. Or active, attach to the active for the turn here, and that's fine. What the hell are we sniping here? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess we can pressure the Dragos. That is a play that I've actually seen Guardy make in this matchup, is like just Screamtail snipe Dragos while they're getting set up on the bench. So that might be the reasoning. It's just to be aggressive about chasing that. I didn't really love the Vessel use there, to be honest, then. Losing Monkey Dory just doesn't feel that good. I feel like Monkey Dory is just kind of broken. I mean, it's not like we don't need it probably every game, but it's just kind of nice to hold on to if we can, I feel like. All right, prize checking coming in for Brent. The Cleffa is going to probably be something to look at here. Can't use Squawkabilly, of course, because of the Klefki. Also, the Ogre Pawns are shut off as well. We Ultra Balled away in Iono, so the hand is definitely live here. No more Dark Energy in deck. Oh, is the Dark Energy prize? Oh, I guess that makes sense then, yeah. You might not know that Brent is playing Drago and not Turtle. No, at this point, every player knows. You assume every player knows what every other player is playing. Raz beat Julius. Okay, good to know. I guess we always know it's a Drago moving on. Yeah, you never at this point in the tournament, you never make the excuse of your opponent not knowing what they're playing. I mean, there's no reason to make an excuse in general, but yeah. Ultra Ball for Dragapult. Ultra Ball away Dragapult, get the Drago. I think it has Fire Research in hand after that. Raz in the top 8. True. It was foretold, Dave. It was that's the easy predict. So do you know what I'm playing? No, you didn't make it far enough in the tournament. Why would I know what you're playing? Chat being good at making excuses? No way. I guess also a big card in this matchup is honestly the Noctowl, so you can get like turn 2 Prime to get around the Klefki. That actually is a pretty big deal. That Prize Kirim is rough. Yeah, the Prize Kirim is definitely annoying. You can't make like the super aggressive plays that you'd like the option of on Brent's side. Oh, it was an Iono. Oh, okay. It was 2 Ionos in the hand there from Brent. So fresh 6 on both sides. Rose's hand was like fine, but didn't have like turn 2 Guardy play in the hand. Also, you know, to be honest, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I feel like if Rose did heavy ball for the Screamtail, shouldn't we have just like benched the Screamtail then? Like if we're gonna go out of our way to heavy ball for it, shouldn't we just also bench it? I feel like we should probably bench it. Like if we're getting it so we can be aggressive with it, shouldn't it be on our bench right now? I think it should be. I think Rose got a better hand now. It looked okay. Oh yeah, I guess like there was no supporter in the last hand. There was energy in the hand though. It was just really there was Kirlia and Gardevoir, but the hand probably improved. Vessel on the Tina here for Brent. Gonna find some grass energy. That's it. These sleeves from Rose seem very bad to shuffle. Yeah, most of those kind of sleeves are very bad to shuffle. Or sleeves with no outer sleeves. It looks like it, yeah. The worst kind of sleeves. Just pass, okay. Gets to grass energy and pass. Got TM Evo in the hand here. So this hand is definitely improved. The hand definitely improved a little bit. The last hand had like no options. What are we gonna refinement away? You probably want to keep the TM Evo. Okay, get rid of the Turo. It looked like the TM Evo was going to be the discard there. Goes with a Bravery Charm. Sure. There's an Arvin. Arvin for like Vessel Tool card. Just to have for next turn. To like start the next turn. Then we could have the option of playing Boss or Iono along on the next turn instead. I assume this Nest Ball is going to grab a Ralts. There is Secret Box as well. Could we do something with Secret Box maybe? It's so hard to think about the Secret Box plays, to be honest. There's so many cards involved to like come up with the combination of combos or whatever. I feel like we should just grab Ralts and then we should play Arvin for a Vessel and I mean I guess a Bravery Charm. So that way next turn we could possibly like Boss or something like that. But it's shuffling up, so I feel like the Arvin is not going to get played. I guess we could play the Iono, but the Boss in the hand seems like a good option into the next turn. I don't know. Maybe we'll just be an Iono. It is just the Iono. Okay. I almost don't like the Iono as well, just because I don't really like the Iono there, because Brent did like nothing. And you know, 2 of the cards in Brent's hand are grass energy. So Brent has like a... Was it a 6-card hand? Yeah, Brent still has a 6-card hand, but 2 of them are grass energy. I feel like you shouldn't Iono there as Rose. You should hold off on that. But then Brent effectively has like a 4-card hand. Like you Iono from a 4-card hand to a 6-card hand. So just based on that, I don't like the Iono, to be honest. Here comes an Ultra Ball from Rose. Is eyeing up a Curlia, but we can get that with the TM Evo. I guess we could Evo out the Guardy as well, though. I feel like we should grab the Guardy and then TM Evo out the Curlias, though. I guess it's kind of the same thing, though. Yeah, you could, I guess you can Refinement and then you can TM Evo out the Guard EX. Or you could just like not get Guard EX and keep another Refinement available. Oh wait, we're not using Refinement here? I guess this is fine. I thought we'd Refinement away the Greninja. We could have got rid of the Greninja there. I feel like Greninja is more of a liability than anything at this point. Like to put it in play as like a 1-prize Pokemon. Maybe not though. Maybe keeping it around for the potential draw power is worth it. Yeah, I don't hate it, I guess. Like, being 1 Refinement deeper into your deck going to your next turn seems better. Especially because like you don't know, like if you get to a point where it's like, well, I could retreat and use Greninja to try and get the play, but I'd rather just pass now instead of being, yeah, I don't know. Afraid of drawing Curlia maybe? That's not a good enough reason, I don't think. You have 2 Curlias left. Why is Brent shaking every time? I don't know, he just shakes. That's ball for the pawn. Here comes the Ultra Ball. I assume for the Noctowl to get the Prime Catcher. But maybe he's still just going to chill. We did lose a energy switch there. Looks like Brent is content with chilling and just goes for the Drago V-Star. Unless he's got the Noctowl in hand, maybe. Or maybe he wants to see what his draw looks like before committing to Noctowl Prime, probably. And if we draw it off the research or whatever, then we'll go from there. There's Drago, pawn, Drago number 2. I think there's a research in hand. I might be trolling. No, I was right. All right. So, I mean, at the very least, you from Brent here, you just want a grass energy. We have Prime, but there's nothing else in play to really play around. So I feel like we're probably just going to attach grass to Drago pass. Oh, wait, hold on. Hang on. I take that back. Because we can get Noctowl with this Ultra Ball, and Noctowl can get Vessel E-Switch. And then we keep our Legacy Star, and we get off an attack this turn. Okay, this is actually pretty good here from Brent. Noctowl for Vessel E-Switch. Keep our Legacy Star. And we probably just go... KO Curlia? And then something. I don't even know what else we do. KO Curlia is something else. What dragons in the discard? I think we have Tina and Dragapult in there. I don't know, KO Curlia, 6 on Curlia, I guess. Should Hoot Hoot always be played early in Drago? Usually, yeah, you want it on your bench, as long as Noctowl's not prized. Tower seems fine. Being tower right now. Is that what Brent grabbed? What did Brent grab there? Oh, Brent grabbed the tower. Oh, is Brent still just gonna chill? Interesting. It looks like Brent is still just gonna chill for the turn. Just aggressively got the jamming tower and then is now gonna pass. Could have been more aggressive with prime plus accelerate. Ooh, okay, just with the pass. Okay, interesting. Yeah, aggressive jamming tower. Take away options on the next from Rose. Take away options from Rose. And then it's probably gonna be what you're gonna try and Legacy Star for again, is just like to get back the jamming tower. Interesting play. I like it. Rose only plays one stadium bump. Yeah, Rose only plays one stadium bump, which is that the Moonlit Hill. And then once that's in play, you can Legacy Star and just recover Jamming Tower, and then just keep Jamming Tower and play the rest of the game. Here comes a Vessel. I think one refinement's been used here. The Moonlit Hill is in the deck. Rose could also just, like, this turn, though, just setting up Screamtail and then going Screamtail punch the Drago on the bench. Seems like a more than fine play from Rose. You definitely don't want to KO the active here. But yeah, going Screamtail punch the... And that's why it's getting the Screamtail all off the heavy ball is going to be pretty good here. I was questioning it when I saw it initially, but... And the Screamtail's in the hand. We have it. Not sure how many energy are in the discard pile. 2. There's the retreat. Here comes Screamtail. And then we could concealed cards here, actually. We could put another energy in the discard pile. Could just hit for 120, though. 120 is still solid here. It might be enough. Snipe the Drago on the bench. And this is why it's like, I don't know. This is why it like makes like the play from Brent feel... It feels worse now when we look at the play that Brent chose. Because it's like, well... Now you're just getting punched first. And like... You are like trying to be like, hey, I only have a Noctowl active. I don't care if you KO one prizer. And Rose is like, okay, that's cool. I'm just not gonna punch. I'm just not gonna KO your Noctowl. I'm just gonna go KO your. I'm just gonna go punch your Dragos. I'm gonna pressure the Dragos. Doesn't really matter that you're not attacking me. I'm still gonna go after your 2 prizers. It feels a little worse. And there is no Kyurem option here for Brent. Otherwise, Kyurem would probably be would Kyurem be that good? Probably not, actually. I mean, you could Kyurem 2 Curlias and the Screamtail. Not terrible. Especially with how little resources Brent's burned through. Brent's played like 0 energy switch or anything. But the pressure is on the Dragos now. 120. We could just see a Dragapult play here from Brent to KO Curlia plus KO Screamtail. That could just be the play here. And then, I don't know, load up the rest of the damage on, like, a Klefki maybe or something like that. Starting with a Vessel. Does have that Prime in hand. With some pawn action. Second Drago. Do you ever like? You could definitely get to triple Drago. I feel like 3 Dragos could be utilized in this with how this game is developing. To be honest, does Brent ever bench the 3rd Drago V here? Nope. Gets rid of it with the research. We've used like what, 1 E switch is gone and that's it, and we still have Legacy Star. It feels possible that you could get to triple Drago, and maybe would want the threat of that. There's an E switch. It's pretty good. Can move the energy over off the pawn to the Drago before he gets Iona'd away. The rest of the hand, there's not a ton of options. Pawn number 2 coming in here, and there's a Super Rod. All right, second Drago getting built up. The rest of the hand is pretty mid, to be honest. but there will be a little bit of draw power going into the next turn. Looks like thinking about benching the Mew. In case you get Iono, you have a little bit more draw power to work with on the board. You ever trap energy on Screamtail? I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't seem like a terrible play, but I don't think so. He's going to go with the Mew bench here. I mean, it makes sense. The Dragos kind of have to be respected here, or you just win as Brent, so I think this makes sense. I think you KO the Screamtail, but I'm not sure, to be honest. Like, do you just want the prize card? You maybe just want the prize card. That's the way I'm like, that's what I think you probably just do, is you probably just want the prize card here. We'll see. Thinking about it. Nothing wrong with being nervous. Brent's not nervous. He just shakes. Goes with a split here. This is where the Moonlit Hill can come in clutch to actually clean up all this damage. As well. We can see a big Moonlit Hill turn now. He's gonna get bodied by Moonlit Hill. I mean, it only would have conserved 1 at damage in play, but you are right. We could have put all 3. Wait, how much does Moonlit Hill heal, though? How much does the Moonlit Hill heal? 30? Oh, so no matter what, we're getting, it was gonna get healed. Like, we're only putting 30 damage in play no matter what. I guess you could have put it all on Gardevoir EX. You could have put all 30 on Gardevoir EX, because you know Gardevoir EX is probably going to be the main attacker on this next turn. There's a secret box. Get the Vessel, Stadium. I don't even know if there's a tool card left. Maybe just go for the Iono. Yep. And then we can pull off the... We can do the heal play. We don't have access to Monkey Dory still. But if we put 2 energy on the active, and then we manually attach to the active, then we can heal 30 and we can stay out of Tina range. We can get that. We can keep the active Guardy out of Tina range here. And we can evolve the bench Curlia even into a Gardevoir, maybe to remove another liability from the bench. I was thinking about Vesseling away the Gardevoir. I don't know if I like that. I feel like evolving the Curlia to the Gardevoir would maybe be the better play. Maybe we don't need to do that quite yet, though. We do need to find an energy here, though. Brent can make a guess at Rose prize Dark because Rose discarded Monkey Door earlier. No prizes were taken yet. Yeah, true. Okay, so Rose can manually attach to the Gardevoir here and then load up 2 energy, then heal with the Moonlit. So there's the manual, and then here comes the double load up. This keeps us out of Tina range. Oh wait, there we go. Moonlit. Activate Moonlit. Go down to 10 on the active. Yeah, I guess all the damage, all the damage that should have been put on the Gardevoir, right? From Brent. Brent should just put 30 on the Gardevoir. Because Gardevoir is like the best attacker here for sure. From Rose. That's what Rose would want to attack with. Now it might be tough. It might be tough for Brent to actually commit the legacy. Yeah, it might be tough for Brent to commit the Legacy Star to a jamming tower. Like, it might be tough to recover the jamming tower. I was super down to not kill Screamtail here. What would you have done instead, though, Aban? There's the super odd, recover the monkey, something. Just keep the energy trapped on the Screamtail, and what would you have KO'd? Or where would you have put the damage? Just 6 on Guardy? So leave Screamtail alive, 6 on Guardy. But then doesn't the Screamtail just come to the active and still knocks out your Drago? But I guess it requires a Bravery Charm. All right, 2 prize cards coming in for Rose. Got the heavy ball and the Drifloon. So it does have the heavy hitter in the Drifloon now available. Now, what is going to be the play here from Brent? Immediately into the V-Star? Looks like it. Even then, what are we trying to KO here? I guess it depends on what the V-Star mills, right? Nothing too crazy so far. Lost an energy switch and a super rod. The other super rod's in the hand, so that's it for recovery. Unless we want to recover this super rod. Probably just 60 on Guardy, or maybe 30 Guardy, 20 Curly, 10 Klefki. Still sucks. Heal Screamtail. True. Yeah, could have gone for like a wide spread there, I guess, because yeah, using Hill there means the energy just gets even more trapped on the Screamtail, and you're doing less damage. Yeah, I don't hate it. So Jamming Tower immediately recovered here from Brent. I guess that makes sense, right? Once you put this Jamming Tower in play, yeah, once you put this Jamming Tower in play, it does just stick, right? So now you know your Drago survives 2 turns. The question is, what do you do with your Drago over those 2 turns? Oh, wait a second. Not gonna go for an E-Switch here? How many E-Switch are left, I guess, is maybe the question. E-Switch seems too good to be true here, though. Or not too good to be true. Too good to not take. Maybe too good to be true. All right, here comes Super Rod. We're going to get back a Fire, a Grass, and the Pheasantipity. And then we can Nest Ball for Pheasantipity. And then, oh, we could go double Fire, actually. Brent does need to find a Fire here. We're just going to settle for 1 Fire. I think Brent does play 3 Fire. Actually, I'm not sure on that. I'm actually not sure on that. How does he know she only plays 1 Stadium? Because all the Guardy players play 1 Moonlit Hill. So he doesn't, like, know her exact 60. He doesn't know her exact 60, but it's an educated guess. Rose super cooked here. Unfortunately, the Dark Energy being prized while Tower's stuck is hard to overcome. The Mew being in play is useful, though. Is helpful, though. I'll be able to go after the Mew for more prize cards later. I didn't see if we got the Fire or not. Oh, there it is. Okay, we have it now. What is the attack here? What is the attack choice from Brent? I guess we could like set up. Can we set up for like a Kieran? Well, no, Kieran's still prized. We could have set up for a Kieran play if Kieran wasn't prized. But now it just has to be. You could Tina, I guess, right? Couldn't you Tina and hit this for 280? Is that worth it? Looks like it is going with the spread attack though. Yeah, I forgot about us recovering the Jamming Tower. So there's no potential for a 1-hit on this Drago ever. Rose could go for... Rose could go Gust, KO. Oh, you know what would be really good here actually from Rose would be Turo, right? Wouldn't Turo be... Nah, Turo would be okay. You want to have like a... Well, you could have the threat of Candy Guardy. Maybe Turo is the move here, actually. You just Turo reset the Guardy. Honestly, what about Turo reset Guardy punch with... I don't even know what you want to punch with, actually. Turo reset Guardy. Pheasantipity out of the prize cards. There's a Candy prized. Did she discard the Turo? I don't remember if she discarded Turo or not. She was choosing between Turo and something. I forget what she ended up discarding. No, I think she got rid of the Bravery Charm instead of the Turo. I think Turo is still in the deck or in the hand. All right, Refinement. There's the Candy. So if we do go for a Turo reset, we have the Candy available. I don't know if the Turo's in the hand, though. It got discarded from box. Kiram wins the game now. Kiram's prized. So Rose doesn't know that the Kiram's prized, but she does know it's not in the discard pile. Going with an Arvin. Finds Bravery Charm Ultra Ball. I don't even know what that leads to. Maybe we're just gonna Ultra Ball for Gardevoir. Giving up on the Bravery Charms, of course, because they're useless now. Gives up on the rare Candy. It's the other Gardevoir. We do have 2 Guardians in play, but we can't even draw a prize card this turn, I don't think. It's just going to be punching the active, which is something. Maybe we're punching the active with the active as well, though. Maybe we don't even retreat. Do we just leave the active one in the active here, actually? We probably do, right? Yeah, we just punch with the active one. But that's, yeah, I mean, that's not very good. We pretty much just lose from there, I feel like. Doesn't look good. Let's have boss. You could boss here, but then you don't win next turn. Just the punch, yeah. If we had Monkey Dory here, things could definitely be different. If we could go like back-to-back turns of Monkey Dory, then we could win with like boss into Screamtail or something. Just draw attack here from... All right, draw attack from Brent. We have found the Kyurem now. Drawing 3 prize cards. Get ourselves a Grass, a Kyurem, and an E-Switch. Okay, so there's a Guardy. Rose needs an Iono here, but then has to overcome the draw power of Mew and Pheasantipity. It's gonna be tough, if not impossible. Yeah, you need an Iono here, and then you have to overcome the draw power of Mew and Pheasantipity. It's a lot. Oh, there's the Turo. Okay, we still did have the Turo. Not that it matters anymore. But yeah, we still had the Turo option. Let's have boss here, but we know there's a switch in Brent's hand. Maybe Rose is going to try and trap the Pheasantipity in the active and then snipe the Drago and then KO the Pheasantipity on the next turn. That could be something, I guess. But yeah, this one seems pretty cooked now for sure. Definitely seems pretty cooked. There's concealed cards. Oh, we did find the Iono. I don't know if it really... I guess you could Iono Countercatcher. Iono Countercatcher Pheasantipity and then Screamtail snipe it. Maybe that's the move here for Rose. Yeah, looks like that's going to be the play. No Countercatcher? Is there... Why would you not Countercatcher here, though? Is there a reason to not... There's no reason to not Countercatcher, right? I feel like Countercatcher the Fez is your best chance. For sure. Boss drawn off the one there from the Iono. I guess we're just punching with Guardy then instead. I guess that's... Is it impossible to kill the Guardy? 6, 7, 3... No, they're still going with the Screamtail. I feel like this doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense here, I don't think. We're going with the Screamtail KO active. We do want to KO the Drago, obviously, but... Oh, we drew into another Countercatcher. Wait, what? Wait, maybe Rose knew... Wait, but does that make sense to play that Countercatcher instead of the other Countercatcher? Maybe Rose knew she was guaranteed to draw Countercatcher there, but why would you not want to have a Countercatcher in your hand right now for another option? Does Brent have energy left? Yeah, Brent has a lot of things left. I think just top decked Radzard, so Brent needs... I mean, you just need to KO the active. You could play the boss, but I don't know how many draw supporters Brent potentially has left. You really turn Fez on here? On Fez on there? Probably because otherwise you just lose to an energy retreat. Goes for the boss on the Fez. Fez could get stuck here. I think Rose has Super Rod left. There's draw 3. There's the fire energy. Here comes the Fez for 3. Needs the switch. There's the switch. Switch fire. That'll do it. Dark energy was prize. Yeah, I guess I guess Rose. No, no, because your dark energy is prized, so you have to draw prize card. Yeah, you have to draw prize cards because your dark energy is prized. If the dark energy wasn't prized there, then you could have not drawn prize cards and kept the Fez locked out. To be honest, I didn't see a counter catcher in her hand before Iono. I'm pretty sure it was there. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't think I'm tripping. I'm pretty sure it was there. Jamming Tower was clutch. Yeah, playing for the double Jamming Tower was definitely key in the matchup. I want to go back and check. Oh, maybe there wasn't. I swear there was. What did I think was the counter catcher? Maybe I was tripping. No, wait, there it is. Wait, maybe I am tripping. No, it's in the hand. I see it right there. I'm gaslighting myself here. Wait, did I just break the stream? Oh, they're doing the replay. Very aware by Brent this game to knock off for jamming and chill. It's very hard to find it raw. Yeah. Yeah, very, very conservative play there. Very good understanding of the matchup for sure from Brent. Just find the jamming tower, put it in play, Legacy Star, recover it. Yeah. These people play full art versions of cards, but handle them like my 2-year-old handles my energy cards. What do you mean? Your 2-year-old definitely doesn't know how to shuffle. In the money match, Drago kept prizing Noctowl, so jamming was delayed every game. Easy. You got it mixed up with the stretchers he had? They look similar? Well, no, we just saw the counter catcher, didn't we? Or am I tripping still? I'm not going to overthink it. All right. No, the Drifloon pass? This could be the Cleffa start. We could just see a donk here. I already see, I think there's a Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, and Vessel in hand. It was a stretcher? Was it actually? Maybe I am tripping. All right, thorough prize checking still coming through. Yeah, I don't think Brent needs a whole ton to get the... Also, you don't have to get the donk here. Like, Rose is already so far behind because of the lack of... Rolts down on the first turn. Yeah, just because of the lack of Rolts down on the first turn, Rose is already super far behind. But yeah, Brent could get the donk here with an Ogerpon. Doesn't even... You just need a... The hardest thing to find is that one E-switch. The hardest thing to find is an E-switch. But if you find the E-switch, you're good. Brent just not get something off Nest Ball? Am I tripping? Where's the card? Hey, he must have got something, right? Oh, there's an Ogerpon there. Okay. All right, draw one. See what it is. Nest Ball. Is Brent going to commit to the second Ogerpon is the question. Looks like the answer is yes. Once again, doesn't need very much. But this is not a Drago. So, like, if Brent whiffs and then also whiffs Drago, Brent could be in trouble. Like, Brent could just commit to bench Drago, attach to Drago, and be like, okay, listen, I'm not going to donk you, but I'm setting up. I can win this in, like, 2 or 3 turns from now, even if you aren't fully dead drawing. But we commit to the second Ogerpon. Oh, the E-switch actually might be in hand. The E-switch actually might be in the hand. All right, there's the E-switch. So we're just missing a grass energy now. Okay, if the E-switch is in the hand, it's probably correct to go about it like that. And still has the potential of Squawkabilly as well. No grass, but there is a Vessel. There's the Vessel. Final grass coming in, and yeah, Drifloon gets donked. We do have Ilya going first here. Got the Poffin for some more gimmies. The gimmies are on the way. Steak with a spoon. Well, yeah, obviously I eat steak with a fork, but I just don't eat steak. Like, yeah, I don't eat steak. How do you eat a salad with a spoon? I don't eat a salad. I'm saying everything that I eat currently, I eat with a spoon. I'm not eating steak or salads. Doing a quick energy count. Gimmies are on the way. Y'all sleeping on chopsticks? No, that's just like that's working harder, not smarter. People who actively use chopsticks in everyday life instead of a fork or spoon, they're just trying to like flex. It's like the purpose is just to flex. They don't actually enjoy it. No one has fun doing it. They're trying to be like, yeah, I use chopsticks. All right, chill out. It's like choosing to play Regidrago when you could just play Raging Bolt. It's like we're both playing Pokemon. The game's all luck. There's no skill involved. Just play the easier deck and move on. You're gonna sit there and sweat over a million different actions just to do the exact same thing I'm gonna do. Like, you're gonna take a 2-prize knockout. I'm gonna take a 2-prize knockout. Like, congratulations, you didn't do anything special. Wait, did we only get one Gimmighoul off that Poffin? Was that by choice? Oh, okay. They're just in the hand, chilling. I was confused there for a second. I was like, is that like some strategy in this matchup? Like, only get like one, don't get too many Gimmighouls because you won't be able to evolve them. And then it was like, nah, I just had them in my hand. The squad was there. No Radiant Greninja turn 1 is no Radiant Greninja and no Palkia turn 1. So not many big options. Although the Palkia V-Star is prized, so going for the Palkia probably wasn't going to be a play anyways. See this spoon, grab it with a fork. Wait, what are you talking about specifically, Omar? Oh, for eating dumplings? There are probably there's some foods that is optimal to use chopsticks or fork. Like, yeah, like if you're eating a steak, you're not gonna use a spoon, you're gonna use a fork. Just on average, the spoon is optimal, right? On average, the spoon is better. You avoid all red meat or just steak? I don't avoid any red meat, I just don't eat steak very often. Like, all my meal prep protein is just chicken and turkey. Chicken breast and ground turkey. I'm not against like burgers or steaks or whatever, anything like that. It's not my meal prep routine. Chicken with a fork, with a spoon, literally, because you cut it up first. Well, I cut it up before I cook it, so then it's like small pieces, and then ground turkey. So, does Brent have anything else besides attach pass? Hand's looking pretty mid. Ooh, canceling clone, getting aggressive. Oh, there's a Billy. There's a Billy. Okay, we're chilling. Brent was close to a potential motivate play here. I don't know if you'd want to leave that in your active, though. I'm actually not sure. Brent was talking about how he wasn't sure about this matchup. I'm not sure about this matchup either, to be honest. Okay, there's a Ogerpon. Can accelerate 1 here. Another Drago. May as well bench it, right? I don't see a reason to not bench this V. Brent's thinking about not doing it, though, maybe? What is the bench space we'd want? Another Ogerpon plus a Mew, maybe? Maybe. But we have the double V-Star in hand. Yeah, I think we just throw it down here for sure. All right, there's the pass over to Ilya. Had kind of a slow opening. I mean, Quad Gimmighoul is nice. Okay, but the hand is good. Question is, how do you play this as Ilya? You could go Ultra Ball for Golden Go, and then Cypher Maniac, put 2 Golden Goes on top of the deck, and then evolve all 3 of your bench Gimmighouls to Golden Goes, and then pass. Like, no memes. I wonder if that's the play here. Just set up triple Golden Go on the bench. Because attacking the Hoot Hoot here, does that hurt your prize trade that much? Maybe no, it does. It does hurt your prize trade, yeah. Honestly, if I'm Ilya here, I think I'm just evolving triple golden go to the bench and passing. It would depend on if I prize any golden goes, but I don't think there's any prized. So I'm curious to see what Ilya goes for. I think that's how I would play this turn here. Offsets the Radzard though, right? That is true. Getting the knockout on the Hoot Hoot does like remove Radzard as a potential like threat later, but it does leave a 2 prize in the active for Brent to punch, which seems kind of scary. I'm curious to see now what Ilya goes for. Are we just gonna play the Iono immediately, or are we gonna play that Cypher Maniac? And what are we gonna look for off that Cypher Maniac here now? I feel like if we're just trying to KO the active, we should probably just play the Iono. I assume because we're shuffling up, we're playing Iono here. Yeah. So conserves the Cypher Maniac, puts an energy in the discard pile, which also seems fine over the Cypher Maniac. And then is playing for this KO on this Hoot Hoot. Yeah, it also takes the Hoot Hoot away, I guess it's like a combo piece, right? We did find a Pokestop there as well as another Golden Go, so pretty good draw so far. I think, how would I approach this? Probably draw with Golden Go first. For 2. And here we go. The Dingus is getting involved. Coin bonus. Pretty lackluster bonus so far. Concealed cards up next. The abilities are flowing. We have another Golden Go in hand. And an Ultra Ball. We could actually get 2 more Dingus online. Ooh, might have been a Vessel draw there as well. We're pretty close to a KO here, if we don't already have it guaranteed. Very close, if not guaranteed. Still got some more actions to make, though. I guess you'd want to try and avoid putting Pokestop in play here, probably. Because Drago definitely doesn't dislike using Pokestop. It's not a fan of Pokestop, so... Ooh, shit. Wait, quad Dingus turn 2? Because we have an Ultra Ball in hand. The whole freaking squad? Chill out. Ooh, we're gonna hit the Pokestop first. Looking probably for some more dead cards. Vessel. No, the Golden Go. No. Do we have a Night Stretcher? I don't hate that sequence choice there, though. I don't hate the sequence choice. It's just kind of unfortunate we lost our 4th go. We could have had the squad. All right, it's fine. We're actually probably just a prime catcher away from knocking out the Drago off the bench as well. This was actually a really good turn. A really good turn, yeah. If we hit the prime catcher, I think we have the Regidrago KO. Run Side Stretcher is okay, guys. I know, but turn 2 quad Golden Go after the quad gimme. All right, here's the Superior. I was gonna maybe Ultra Ball first, but there's nothing to Ultra Ball for anymore. The Dango's dead. What are we Ultra Balling for here? Palkia? Palkia Visar's prize. It feels kind of weak. Goes for the Spiritomb. I don't know. That doesn't feel worth it at all. That's so many resources invested. Yeah, that Ultra Ball felt bad, to be honest. I don't like, that's so many, like, yeah, it just felt bad. I don't know. Seems unnecessary. I don't know, maybe it was okay. So it goes. Feels like you'd rather have left more cards in your hand to stockpile for like future superiors into the next turn, maybe. I guess we're drawing a lot of cards next turn, though. Maybe it's not gonna be that big of a deal. All right, first 2 prize knockout was secured here. Oh, no. First prize card was secured here, but not the first 2 prize knockout. Let me correct myself. So the way Brent could go about this game could be to Dragapult twice to draw 4 prize cards and then Radzard once. Or Brent could also go for, because the single prize card was drawn, Brent could go for Tina, draw 2 into Radzard. That could be Brent's line of play here, actually. I almost like that line of play better, especially because that one prize was drawn. So using Radzard next turn will be a lot easier for Brent to do. So I feel like I like the line of Tina, Radzard from Brent here. Second Ogre Pawn being put into play. And ideally, you'd want to try and... Ooh, second Ultra Ball. That could lead to get Tina, use Tina. We'll see what Brent decides to do here, though. Radzard carries. Yeah, Radzard's definitely pretty good in this matchup. And there's the Tina search out. So it looks like it's going to be that route here from Brent. Go for the Tina knockout and then double Zard and try and conserve Legacy Star into the late game here. And this actually kind of goes back to that first turn, to be honest, or that choice from Ilya to use the Iono. When I was like, we could knock out this Hoot Hoot, but what if we just like stop? What if we didn't? Double Paul loses to Turo though. Yeah, that is true. It does lose to Turo. Also, you need to like set up 2 Dragos potentially to do that, right? So yeah, the Tina into Zard is just kind of too good. Yeah, what if Ilya had just like went triple golden goal on the bench pass instead of that Iono play, which leads to the first 2 prize knockout going over to Brent, which is pretty good here for Brent. There we go. Goodbye golden go. The Tina goes to the lost zone. And now Brent is set up super well to just chain. Has E-Switch Radzard. Dude, literally off the prize cards, drew Fire E-Switch and has Radzard in the hand. It doesn't get better than that. Now, Ilya could have an Iono here. There's a letter of encouragement, though, so I don't think we're going to play an Iono this turn. I think we're knocking out the active. And then, yeah, Brent's going to be pretty much have all but 1 next turn, would be my guess. Brent's going to have attack with Radzard without using Legacy Star. Pheasantipity setup. And then if Brent just has a Regidrago V-Star in play, Legacy Star is just waiting in the wings to close out the game. Seems like it's all but over here at this point, to be honest. Kind of sad. The game feels like it just started, but it's basically done. I don't think we're going to see Ilya play an Iono this turn. Like, you used a lot of encouragement. You built up the energy in hand to get the 1k on the active. There's no reason that you probably just can't afford to play the Iono. It's too risky, and you might not get the knockout. Just going through the active here and hoping Brent's hand isn't broken. Fortunately for Ilya, the hand is broken. Starting with concealing some cards. Plenty of energy. Got three more cards to see off of the golden goes. That's 2. 1 more coming up. Hey, what's up, Nick? There's a nest ball. Probably don't want to put Pheasantipity in play because it's kind of an easier knockout to take. Oh, maybe gonna go for it though, actually. Not that many cards left in deck. You don't need it this turn as well. Thinking about the Palkia. Okay. Was that a Morty's Conviction I saw? I'm pretty sure I saw Morty's in there. Goes for the Palkia bench. I don't know, what does the Palkia even lead to? Like, what is the... We can go into like a Radiant Greninja play, maybe? Maybe that we could eventually go to a Radiant Greninja play? You can Greninja kill Radzard? Oh, true. I guess you can, yeah. You can go Greninja kill Radzard so you get to leave a 1 prizer on your active. So you combo that with Iono, I guess. Okay. That's a good play. That's a good play. Palkia survives Radzard. That is true. Palkia does survive Radzard. Okay. Maybe this is cooking. I mean, no, it's not really because we're gonna still have to deal with Legacy Star. So this would be a good play if Brent isn't gonna be holding Legacy Star. Otherwise, it is pretty good. But yeah, it probably just won't matter. It probably won't matter because Brent's gonna be sitting on Legacy Star going into this next turn. And yeah, here comes the 6 for the KO. And Brent's turn is about to be absolutely disgusting. Oh, wait, Brent pushed up Drago. Wait, maybe Brent is just going to attack. Well, no, yeah, okay. Maybe Brent is just going to attack with Drago this turn and then leave Radzard on the bench. Maybe that's going to be the play here from Brent. I thought we were going to attack with Radzard this turn Brent also might have Switch that he's trying to burn and just like get rid of it before getting Iono'd. But actually, we might see Brent go for the Tina knockout and then just have Radzard on the bench as backup. But then there's a fully set up Regidrago you have to deal with. And the only way to deal with that is Golden Go. So if you don't Golden Go it, if you Golden Go it, there's a Radzard. If you don't, then yeah, you're in trouble. This is good. It forces Ilya to kill the Dingus. Yeah. I don't hate it. I also don't just hate doing the other play too as well, though, to be honest. Here comes a Nest Ball. I don't think we're going to get anything here. I assume we're going to bench the Radzard. The other thing to get would... Oh, another Drago. Wait, can Brent attack... What? Does Brent actually have the attack with Drago V-Star without using Legacy Star? That's insane. You do have to find the V-Star on the next turn, though. I still kind of feel like attacking with Radzard this turn was better. I still kind of feel like attacking with Radzard this turn, plus just leave your V-Star on the bench with its Legacy Star was better. Because if Brent goes down this route, then it is possible for Ilya to go knock out the Legacy Star. You don't have Radzard on your bench. Yeah, there is double E-Switch here. But I don't know if I still don't know if I like this play more than just attacking with Radzard and having Legacy. Because now you won't... Now if you get Iono plus KO'd, you don't have Legacy Star available. Yeah, this is the play that Brent's going for, though. I definitely like the attack with Radzard a little bit more, just because it conserves Legacy Star. Also, I think at this point, maybe Brent could have been hitting the Pokestop as well, just to start to mill through the deck. The hand is still good here for Brent. It has Ultra Ball to get the Drago V-Star, has the Radzard as well. But, I mean, you know Ilya is going to be looking for Iono this turn. Or Roxanne, one or the other. You need something. You need to disrupt the hand here for sure. He's thinking about what to send up, but you have to get rid of the V-Star here for sure. The V-Star has to go down, but you also need to disrupt the hand. You can't leave the hand from Brent here. It feels like if Ilya has like Roxanne here or something, it feels like you could have lost, to be honest. Or it is losable if there's like a Roxanne. Or more losable, I should say. Of course, I don't actually know what Ilya plays for hand disruption, to be honest. But if the opponent bosses V-Star with Radzard bench, then you guarantee no Legacy. This seems safer playing around boss. Maybe. I guess it depends what the hand is and how many Gust effects are left. But yeah, I guess that's fair as well. Yeah. I guess that is fair. You are playing around something different, I guess, with that aspect for sure. There's a Poffin. I also, when Ilya went through the deck there, I didn't see an Iono. There actually might not be a hand disruption supporter left. I don't know if Ilya for sure plays Roxanne. We did see the Iono in the beginning of the game. That might be the only Iono though. Shuffling up. No grabs off the Poffin. Doesn't play the B-Barrel, it looks like, as well. But only Dango can KO Drago, so Radzard takes 2 again. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. The only thing that KOs Drago is Golden Go, so then the Dango just claps back. So you still always have Legacy Star. Well, there's a commit to the Morty, so I think that's game here. Brent should just have game guaranteed. Into the Pokestop. There's a counter catcher. No hand disruption, though. That's it. No hand disruption this turn. It doesn't matter what else you get here. Unless that ace spec in the hand is not a prime catcher and it's actually an unfair stamp. And even then, Ilya would have to draw into all the energy to KO this Regidrago on that next turn. So this should be over. Just kind of formality at this point. Just waiting for Ilya to play through the rest of the turn, get the knockout, and then Brent will win on that following turn. Draw Iono off the Morty. Oh, it was drawn. You're right. Yeah, there it is. At a certain point, though, you need to save some amount of draw power for after you play the Iono. So at a certain point, you just have to commit to not using Iono as Golden Go. That's why like Roxanne is so good, because you can like expend all of your draw to draw into Roxanne, and then play Roxanne, and then Roxanne draws enough cards where you can actually draw into enough energy to actually KO whatever you're trying to KO after the Roxanne. But Iono is a little bit different, because you draw so much less cards. And it puts all the cards in your hand on the bottom of your deck. Would passing the bench lock do anything? No, right? No, because we just Legacy Star and set up our Drago and win. There's a knockout, and that will be game here. Draw for turn. There's Drago. There's Charizard. And I don't know, might hit the Legacy Star here. There's a Legacy Star. Gets fire, retreat, knockout. And yeah, Brent wins game 1 pretty handily, to be honest, as well. The only other thing would have been like that, like the other line of play that I mentioned was like attack with Radzard the turn sooner. Attack with Radzard a turn sooner from Brent. And save your Drago on your bench just in case of Iono plus KO Drago. It did feel a little safer, to be honest. Like looking at it, going back, looking at it again, I still feel like the Radzard attack there was a little bit better. Like attack with Radzard, conserve your Drago your Drago on the bench, but not by a whole ton. But it did feel a little bit safer. If you do attack with the Radzard that turn, it does mean Ilya can attack with Radiant Greninja, and then Greninja KO the Radzard, set up 90 on a bench Pokemon, and then you would need Radzard Gust. But Legacy Star gets 2 of the cards guaranteed, so the chance that you whiff that is still super low. You got the Fezandipity in play, plus whatever you draw off Iono. Yeah. And then the other thing that I guess the other big play to like talk about from Ilya was Ilya choosing to go for this Hoot Hoot KO. I don't know. That's a tough one. Because like leaving the Noctowl available to Brent kind of sucks, but I did kind of like the play that I mentioned, where Ilya could have just set up triple Golden Go on the bench and then just like left a Gimme Ghoul in the active and then passed, right? And then next turn you play the Iono, you dig for the Prime Catcher combo to try and get the first 2 prize knockout, and then hopefully chain that from there. That might have been the better play still, to be honest. I'm not sure. KOing the Hoot Hoot does like take away the possibility of like a more aggressive Radzard play, or like it means that you can like even up off of it. And if Brent whiffs the turn 2 KO on Golden Go, then you can get really far ahead and completely limit Brent's plays moving forward. But we saw Brent did have the turn 2 Tina and just kind of like snowballed the game from there. But you maybe just put Brent on that. It's maybe better to put Brent on that and be like, all right, have the turn 2 Tina. If you don't, then I'm gonna take over. What Ilya can do in this one though. Opens a Gimme. We do have a Vessel. Not sure what the rest of the hand is. I doubt it'll be quad Gimme again, though. I don't think we're going to see quad Gimme again here. That'll be a lot. Prize cards. Ooh, Radiant Greninja is prized. And the Prime Catcher is prized. The way to be super aggressive turn 2 around like a Cleffa push-up, which will be really easy for Brent to get into because Brent opened the Mew. Attached to Gimme Pass. No Palkia. This could be a donk! We saw Brent do it in top 8. Is Brent gonna get another donk here? I feel like we don't see donks very often in the Pokemon TCG anymore. Ooh, is it just Drago Fire Pass, actually? There's an Iono in hand. Gonna go with the Iono. Could have left open the possibility for a donk a little bit more and not attached to the Drago. Could have just benched Drago, did not attach. I almost feel like I would like to have seen that from Brent. I think I would like to have seen Brent not attach to the Drago, but still bench the Drago to increase the odds of getting the donk here. It is still possible to donk here. It's not very likely. And it's seemingly almost impossible when I'm looking at that hand there. I think we're going to get Cleffa here off this nest ball and then just draw with Cleffa would be my guess. Doing a little prize checking. Cleffa is in the deck. Prize cards, Super Rod, E-Switch, Grass, nothing too crazy. Super Rod being in the last 2 is probably the worst of the prize cards, but oh well. Turbo Dragon Laser? Turbo Dragon Laser is just so much. You need double E-Switch compared to just 1 E-Switch for the Ogerpon play, though. There's still Billy, so yeah, I like not attaching fire. Yeah, usually, because also you don't even need Billy, you just need to attach return. Oh, the Ogerpon is what Brent finds here. Interesting. I thought we were going to see the Cleffa for sure. Is Brent going to try and reach for the donk? But if you're going to go for the donk, then the attach to the Drago doesn't make any sense to begin with. Like, why would you do that then? If we care that much about extending for the donk. You should have never attached for turn before the Iono then. I feel like that was definitely a mistake to begin with from Brent. But now it feels like it's going to be amplified if we go for a Squawkabilly play and whiff. Well, yeah, it's just gonna be amplified. I feel like grabbing Cleffa there was like pretty reasonable. Just grab Cleffa, draw with Cleffa. I think we're committing to the Squawkabilly, no? Yeah, we're committed to the Billy here. Because Brent could have chilled like bench Radzard, get Cleffa, play Temple of Sinnoh, but it's going for the Billy 6. Would need double E-switch here to get the donk. Got none. We did still find an out to Cleffa here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, the way that Brent played this just felt really weird. Like, it felt like he was, yeah, it felt awkward. It felt weird. I feel like we didn't need to Billy here. I feel like it was like, once we like Ionoed and whiffed double E-switch, I feel like we should have just given up on the Billy. Just got the Cleffa, just drew with Cleffa. Like, bench Radzar, bench Cleffa, draw with Cleffa. Or maybe draw with Fez, like Cleffa Fez, draw with Cleffa. I don't know. One of those things. And we have like the Squawkabilly and an Ogre Pawn. Our bench is just so much worse too. Also, Ilya here doesn't have to take a knockout. Ilya should not take a knockout. Because Brent has played himself into a board state where he's locked himself out of double Drago. So now Ilya just doesn't take knockouts until the Drago comes to the active or until you bring the Drago up. That might prompt Brent to actually punch with Ogre Pawn first. Because it's really bad for Brent to push up Lone Drago potentially and then just have it get nuked. Especially if you're trying to hold Legacy Star for later. Yeah, so now the board is just so awkward for Brent, I feel like. Now you could get your Lone Drago KO'd before get your Lone Drago KO'd before you can even use it, and definitely before you'll be able to set up a second one, because you just, yeah, Ilya just doesn't have to take a knockout here, and I don't think Ilya should take a knockout here. You don't need double Drago, right? Can't we just Radzard twice? It's just so much harder to win if we play down that route where we don't have access to Legacy Sard to work around the Radzards. It might not be that bad though. I might be over-exaggerating a little bit, overhyping the lack of it a little bit. All right, Poffin here from Ilya. Like I said, I don't want to see Ilya KO the Cleffa here, though. I don't think we should KO the Cleffa. We can even think about it like further down the line as well. It also takes away Pheasantipity, right? Like, Brent does not have bench space for Pheasantipity and Radzard ever anymore, right? So if you KO this Cleffa, then Brent could go like bench Fez, knock out with Drago, and then you knock out Drago, and now we can use Radzard and keep Fez in play, and then go Radzard while we're drawing with Fez. Yeah, Ilya should just never KO the Cleffa here. Should wait for potential boss knockout or until Brent does something. That could be a while, I guess, though, because there's nothing forcing Brent to attack first or to attack with Drago. Brent could just go into Ogre Pawn, or I guess you could just not attack. You could just sit behind Cleffa for a couple turns, I guess. A problem for Ilya as well is that the Prime Catcher is prized. So with the idea of trying to be the aggressor here from Ilya, it is not likely. See the nest ball coming in, but I think Greninja's prized, right? So it has to be the Palkia grabbed if you want anything here, which feels pretty mid. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it. Palkia activated. I think the rest of the hand might be dead. We might be living off a Pokestop here, to be honest. Ilya doesn't have to evolve and give it 2 prizes for a while either. No, Ilya does have to evolve because otherwise you get Kyurem'd and you lose to Kyurem. So Ilya does have to evolve, and sooner than later. Quad Gimme in action again, and then Pokestop. Whiffed everything. The hand is a letter and double Poffin. Oh my gosh. All right, pass over to Brent. Brent being aggressive in this situation isn't unreasonable. Honestly, Brent probably wouldn't have hated the double heads on the... I wonder if you just go for the Kyurem play here as Brent, if you can get there cleanly. If you can get to a Kyurem play cleanly here, you maybe just go for it. I can't quite tell everything that's in Brent's hand, but definitely got some options. If Brent could go like boss Palkia plus Kyurem and trap the Palkia in the active, that would also be pretty good. I don't know how many water are in the discard pile, but it would at least force... It would at least force the... Goes into the Pokestop hit. Okay, double Ultra Ball. It's pretty good. There's the Kyurem. It looks like Brent's going to go for it. Go for the gimme board wipe. No, not the gimmies, bro. They went too soon, too young. The great gimme massacre of 2024 in Sao Paulo. But why even attack as Ilya right there with the gimme ghoul? Because you're dead drawing. You want that you want that off your prize cards. The gimme ghoul incident. Dingus Jr. Yeah, the great gimme ghoul incident. Oh, we are using an E-switch here. Okay. And then the research. So super clean turn here from Brent. Once again, still has Legacy Star. Probably not trying to use it this turn still if we can avoid it. Decent hand for like a follow-up. We got some draw power still coming in through with these pawns. Another pawn. We could draw again with pawn. Here's another pawn. We're pawning out here. There's a switch. All right. Here we go. We're going in. And here comes the Kyurem attack. I assume the Kyurem attack. Yeah. Just go ahead. Remove a ton of draw power and options on Ilya's side of the field. Ooh, we're going to go for the Palkia setup instead here. Okay, so just getting 2 prize cards. This makes sense, right? Take 2, remove 2 gimmies, and then soften up the Palkia. Getting the 3rd gimme gold knockout doesn't really lead to much. Now, if there was a Greninja in play, then all of a sudden KOing a 3rd gimme goal would probably matter. Would probably be worth it. Top deck, Turo. All right, we have a Letter of Encouragement. We can thin out the deck of 3 energy, and then we can go into a Pokestop hit. The Pokestop has to give us, like, Mill Golden Go Heavy Ball Night Stretcher or something ridiculous, though. It's not looking good. Yeah, it's not looking good at all. Saves energy so you don't have to Tina the Palkia. Yeah, true. Also, you could, like, Zard it now, right? With a board like that, Brent can also cure him for game next turn. Yeah, true. Heavy Ball prized. Oh, the Heavy Ball's also prized? Pack it up. Get him out of here. No, it's still winnable. It is still technically winnable. We could get Pokestop. We need a Pokestop into a Golden Go into Iono, Iono into Knockout, and then we can win. It is winnable here. Oh, hold on. Chill. Nest Ball into Fez. Wait, no, is Fez prized? Damn. The double Kyurem for the dub? Oh, that's so deflating. It's like, bro, I'm already dead drawing. I get like a glimpse. I get a glimmer of hope of Fez for Iono into Iono, maybe get the 1-hit KO, and then I can maybe make a comeback here, and it's all prized. I thought Ilya maybe was gonna concede there. Doesn't concede. 14 heads the out. Oh wait, actually, hold up, chill. We have it out. We can also turbo reset our Palkia this turn as well. This would be epic. 14 heads. Come on, money. Dude, give him 1, bro. Give him 1. Holy smokes. All right. Brent doesn't just win this turn. We're definitely not losing next turn. Vessel coming in first to thin out the deck of some energy. Nope. Okay. I don't know how many cards are left in the deck here, to be honest. Not a ton, I would imagine. If we Legacy Star, I think we are decking out, so we'd have to hit a Super Rod. I would imagine that Brent is not trying to Super Rod here. Brent could just switch and punch with Ogerpon, though. Oh, wait, do we not have a Grass Energy? Oh, maybe not. It could be attach fire pass here, I guess. If you, depending on how many boss are in hand, you can also go attach fire boss to Palkia. Energy switch to the active. Are you gonna go with the Legacy Star? There's a Super Rod in hand. There's an E-Switch prized. What is the play here from Brent? Commits to it. There was an energy switch left in the deck. Definitely would have loved to have hit that. I think, are you just recovering double energy switch here? Or maybe, yeah, are you just recovering double energy switch? It feels like you are. Goes for a boss. Interesting. Is there 2 Super Rod in hand or just 1? Can't tell. He did deck himself out, yeah. But he has Super Rod, so he's not gonna... The boss is interesting. What do you need the boss for? If you have the Prime Catcher, you shouldn't need boss anymore. Super Rod recovers 3 energy. Maybe you can get back the Radzard, I guess. Already? A little early for that, but... Maybe there's only... I know there's 2 Super Rod in hand. There's 2 Super Rod in hand. 1 Rod is prized. Oh, am I trolling? Oh, no, that is the 2nd Super Rod in hand. We got one off the prize cards, right? There's an E-Switch. There's a Jamming Tower. Boss on the Palkia. Oh, are we just going to Tina this? Oh, okay. This makes sense. Tina. Lost on 2 grass. Well, I don't know. The Radzard can't attack yet, though. Huh. This is still interesting, actually. When do you ever need Zard to close this out? Well, if a comeback is made... Wait, there actually might be 3 Super Rod in this list. There might be triple Rod. I swear there's 2 Super Rod in hand. I swear. Maybe I'm trolling, though. Because there is a Rod prized. But that, oh, it's a switch. It's not a Super Rod. Okay, Ultra Ball's been top decked. The golden goes on the way. KO for deck out? Deck out wouldn't happen. But the KO is pretty good here. You just needed to cure him to win, right? The Kyurem would have been okay, but I wouldn't have won the game, no. Because then the Palkia would still be around. Then we Ultra Ball for Palkia, then we punch with Palkia. But the Kyurem, using Kyurem there would have been fine, I feel like. But then you would have definitely wanted double E-Switch and not the boss. You have another E-Switch to be able to set up your next guy sooner. That being a water energy on the active is kind of unfortunate now. I don't know why Ilya attached a water over the metal on the last turn. It probably should have been a water, or a metal, excuse me. Either we can never win this. I don't know, is the Iono ever... Because, like, we're going to Iono here. Brent will have Radzard, but you can't use Radzard next turn. Like, you can't use Radzard. There hasn't been enough prize cards drawn. The question is, does Ilya even get the knockout? There's a lack of energy to get the knockout here. We could hard retreat to Gimme Ghoul. And hide. We could hide. Motivate next turn? Could be a Motivate angle next turn. That would be probably fine. Oh, we have a Vessel here. Hold up. Vessel for 2. And then Pokestop into a Superior is the KO here. Was Pult knock out both Gimmies? Not the play? No, because the Gimmies have 70 HP. So Pult can't KO both. Otherwise, that would have been the play. Wait for another knockout until you can use Radzard. But you could get Iono'd again. Like, Ilya can just Iono you again. And then the Radzard's on the bottom of the deck. And the question is, would you draw it at that point? Stop is gone. I think he has another stop in hand. I think Ilya's got a stop in hand. Yeah, there it is. Oh, hold up. Double, triple. Oh, never mind. Double. Is there enough energy in the discard pile? I don't know how many are in the discard pile. 1, 2, 3. No, we're short in energy. Ah. Rough. Maybe we weren't supposed to vessel for 2 energy. Oh no, we want to shuffle the deck because there's a superior on the bottom of the deck. Was that fly on my screen or on the... Did you guys see that fly? No, that had to be on my screen. It was way too big. Never mind, don't listen to me. Oh wait, we're not done. Oh, okay, we're done. I forgot we had another golden go to work with. Well, now we just lose, right? Now we just lose. Well, we have counter catcher. We could bring something up off the bench. Actually, that does stick it for a turn. But then you have to get this Drago back in the active to KO it. Like, not good. Maybe you hope... Well, no, but you know Brent has a grass energy in hand or is going to top deck a grass energy. Huh. Yeah, it still seems pretty bad. I saw it. Wait, you guys saw the fly? No memes? Wait, does that mean it was on the... Honestly, I don't know where the fly was then. There's the pass. There's a grass and a fire in the hand here for Brent. I think you probably just pass here as Brent, to be honest. Oh, it's going to accelerate energy. Do we have a grass left in the deck? We must, right? I mean, if there's a grass in there, I think we win. I don't know if there is. Oh, there is. There's 2, right? Because we pulled 2 off of the prize cards. Yep. And that should be game. Retreat. Tina. It would have been interesting, though, if Ilya had gotten the KO there. Eyes up at Drago V. Do a little prize check-in. Was Daniel the guy who was really slow on stream went on stream in Gdansk? I don't think so. If they didn't play so many grass and pawn, they would have prize so many. True. The more you play, the more you prize. This isn't the finals, right? It might be. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna keep that a secret. All right, we're locking in the Drago V here for Milo. And then I'll have to see if the Billy comes down, if it's in the hand. The only other thing we definitely want this turn for Miloslav is an energy for turn. Fire aggress doesn't matter too much. I actually prefer a fire. I'm pretty sure they only play the 2 fire, so you definitely would prefer to see a fire here for sure. A lot of cards in hand. At least there's a grass energy. There's at least a grass energy is what I should say. So grass attached might be the play. Miloslav, that is the move. And then there's the pass over to Daniel. See how good of a turn, see how powerful of a turn Daniel has here. Probably wants to try and get into the Cleffa and hide behind that off the rip here. There's a Drago. I see a boss. And a prime catcher. The hand, I think, is dead. Boss pass. All right. Really slow start here for Daniel. Definitely not what you're looking for. Tina in the hand here for Miloslav. Can get aggressive here off the rip, potentially with some big knockouts. Throws out the Temple Sinnoh, and then here comes that research. 2 other researchers taking the discard pile, and go by Squawkabilly. Also gets rid of that Tina. Does still need quite a bit here to actually pull off a turn to attack. We see the Ogre Pawn in the hand, as well as the Regidrago. I think currently just missing energy. But yeah, with prizing 4 grass energy, it's going to be a little bit harder to draw into those energy, but needs any energy. Even a fire attachment for turn would be nice. The Dragos are out. The pawns are out. There's the switch. So can just retreat to the Cleffa and utilize the Cleffa here to get 5 new cards. Probably going to be some energy in there. There's a ton of energy in there. And setting up pretty nicely for the next turn. Does Daniel get a top deck here? Looks like an Ultra Ball. What do you Ultra Ball for? Do you Ultra Ball for Drago V-Star? To then just Legacy Star to hopefully hit a Research? Oh, it's a Vessel. Okay, okay. This would be better then. We can Ogre Pawn into a... hopefully an Ion or a Research, I guess. We don't want to have to... V-Star. I thought we were lining up an Ultra Ball, but it is a Vessel here. Why is the older Regidrago player simply not just eat the younger Regidrago player? Good question. I wonder if Hagster will ask Miloslav about that in the interview. Your question, did Azul's wild prediction come true? No, not quite. There was still Latin American players in asymmetrical cut, but there was 0 in top 8. None of them won in the asymmetrical. None of them won in asymmetrical, so there was 0 in top 8, but still made cut overall. Still made asymmetrical cut. What's the reason for not benching the Squawk there from Miloslav's side? Is it just too much of a liability in the mirror? Yeah, it is definitely a liability, yeah. Playing Hacktress and Regidrago is literally terrible. Well, I think the reason they play it is for the Terrapagos matchup, so you can KO Terrapagos through Bouffalon. Sheesh. Still dead drawing here for Daniel. Does get the fire attachment this turn. So then I asked about top 8. Oh, well, my prediction was that they would all lose on the win in it, and none of them would be an asymmetrical cut. They did all, yeah, none of them made top 8. None of them did make top 8. I thought my prediction was that none of them would make asymmetrical cut. But a couple of them did squeak through. I'm so lucky, bro. What the heck? Grass versus fire is the... I mean, you'd always attach fire, right? Looks like thought about it for a second. Gonna go prime on the other Drago. And are you gonna go into a... No, you just pass here, right? You don't actually ever use the ability. Oh, switch back to the Ogre Pawn. Gotta hide. And pass. All right. I think Miloslav definitely wants to get something going this turn. I don't think you want to give Daniel another turn of top deck plus Ogre Pawn to try and get out of this situation. We want to shut this down as soon as possible for sure. The hand is like all energy though. I think if Miloslav wants to do anything this turn, I think it has to be through the Legacy Star. Yeah, I think if Miloslav's trying to do anything here, it has to be through the Legacy Star. That's the question though. Do you want to get aggressive right now with that, or are you trying to chill for another turn? There's an E-switch in hand. I think we're just gonna get aggressive here. Yeah, I think we're getting aggressive. No time to chill. Can evolve. Ooh, maybe we can draw one card off Mew. We might be able to draw a single card off Mew. If not, play the E-switch and then Legacy Star recover the E-switch. Also, but Mew being in play is not very good. Because then it can just get Gudra KO'd. We just go into the V-Star. Ooh, all the recovery was hit. 2 Superior. And the Stretcher was hit. I'm pretty sure that's all they play for recovery is double Superior Stretcher. Going for the chase this turn. Is going to go chase down that bench Pokemon. And then it looks like it's eyeing up the E-switch. Man, even just like conserving 1 Superior. If you were able to just leave 1 Superior in the deck, you'd be comfortable with that. That's all the recovery though. That's it. Plenty of E-switches left. Still a lot of energy left as well. There's still a lot of energy left. There is 4 grass energy prize, but we'll start drawing those prize cards this turn for Miloslav. And we'll start pulling those off the prize cards. Maybe he's considering a superior energy retrieval instead and just KOing the active. What was the take? Looks like it was the E-switch in the boss. There's the Tina knockout. And then we're going to loss on an energy. I assume we're going to loss on the one off the active, one off the bench here. Yeah, because you want to keep the active. But this could open up an opportunity for Daniel to try and gust up that bench Drago and trap it. Possibly on this turn. Daniel's been asking for Miloslav's discard pile. You need to look in here. All the recovery's gone. 2 grass energy drawn from Miloslav, so it does have some more fuel. Draw for turn. It's a superior. All right, we're living off this draw here from the Ogre Pond. We need something now or it's game over. Game over. Punch, attach grass, Tina. All right, game 1 goes to Miloslav. We'll see if Daniel can bounce back in this next one. Yeah, I mean, just dead drew, right? Nothing else Daniel could really do there. Yeah, not much to be done. It looked like there was like a potential for some comeback. That was a lot of recovery discarded, or was all the recovery discarded? I was like, okay, maybe there is something here. Maybe there's something here. Over half the games have been good. Half of them have been one-person bricks. Yeah, true. It's been kind of one-sided. What language do you think they are speaking? Oh, they're both from Czech, right? What do they speak in? What is the native language in over there? Literally, if he had just pile shuffled, he had a chance. That's what I was talking about, Brayden. That's what I've been preaching. But people just don't listen. People are obsessed with thinking that pile shuffling doesn't let you draw better, or doesn't make you draw better on average. But I don't know. They're just like being anecdotal with their experience of like them drawing fine when they don't pile shuffle. But then you end up with Squawkabilly double research prize or 4 grass energy prize. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Yurko? He was throwing Cheez-Its at a judge, and then... No, I'm just joking, I'm joking. He got DQ'd. What do you think that flight home is like after playing your homie and beating them in top 4 of an IC? It's still probably pretty chill. They both seem like reasonably well-adjusted, chill individuals, Daniel and Miloslav. You can't just say he was just throwing Cheez-Its at a judge, dude. I know, that's why I caught myself. I almost said it, right? My intrusive thoughts almost got the better of me. But then I caught myself and I was like, you know what? It was actually Doritos. For what? Cheating? I don't know. I don't know if I consider throwing Doritos at a judge cheating. But I guess you could. You could like somehow like... I'm sure you could like somehow make it seem like that was cheating. I wouldn't really consider it cheating, but I could see it. I could see it. If they're just friends, why didn't they ID? True. Are they really friends? One of them is definitely one of them is a true friend and the other one's the enemy. But which one is it? One of them definitely offered the ID and the other one said no. Uh-oh. Definitely not in the spirit of the game. Yeah, it probably is not in the spirit of the game. I don't know if it counts as cheating. I think you could somehow twist it some way that you could consider it cheating though. Like it's like a distraction tactic, right? Like your opponent's gonna be like, "What the heck? Why are you throwing Doritos at a judge?" And then they get distracted, then they forget what they're doing, and then they misplay. Probably qualifies. Do they both have gibbles? I'm actually not sure. Do they both have gibbles, or is that one gibble from 2 different camera angles? We'll find out soon. I didn't think about it, but now that you asked the question, I am curious. Is that 1 gibble or 2 gibbles? 1 gibble. 1 gibble. Wait, what if everyone just ID'd every round on day 1 and nobody made day 2? What would happen? What would actually happen then? Top 32 is everyone, or day. Oh wait, actually you're right. I was like, day 2 is top 32. or top 32, but it's not or top 32. Day 2 is everyone with a certain amount of points. Yeah, if everyone just ID'd every single round day 1. Holy smokes. You might be cooking. You might be onto something. You just have to convince everyone. I'm down. If everyone agrees, I'm down. All right, prize cards. Now Milos Live prize double ogre pawn and the Gudra. That's almost like the bigger one. It's like the Gudra because they do play the 4 pawns. So they're choosing second as well. Interesting. Wait, yeah, because Daniel must have chose second here, right? So Miloslav went first. Interesting, interesting. So favoring going second in the mirror match. So that means on the initial go first, Miloslav must have chosen, or Daniel chose second. They prefer second in the mirror match. Here comes an Ultra Ball, getting rid of Kyurem and Haxorus. Get the squad online. There's a lot of energy in that hand. I'm curious to see what Miloslav goes for. Maybe it's another Ogre Pawn? Ooh, we're getting in there with the Billy. Okay. The way you choose Drago, second in the Drago mirror. Although I have played 0 of this format, it makes almost 0 sense. I mean, it's just kind of like the Charizard mirror. You just want like a cleaner setup. If you have the option of being able to play a draw supporter or use Cleffa on the first turn of the game, right? You're just gonna have a cleaner setup. It's literally the exact same thing as the Charizard mirror. It doesn't seem as extreme as the Charizard mirror for sure. Especially pre-Dusknoir. Like pre-Dusknoir Charizard, going second felt like a really big deal in the mirror match. Or like more so in general, I guess I would maybe say. Like VIP Pass build. Yeah, back when it was like Battle VIP Pass. Well, that was like, one of the reasons for that was Battle VIP Pass, though, to be honest. Yeah. One of the big reasons for that was Battle VIP Pass, so. Just the efficiency of your first 2 turns is higher if you go second. Does higher resistance proceed to finals at the event of a tie in top 4? Yes. First they flip a coin, and then if the coin, they do a best of 4 in flipping a coin. If it's even 2-2, then they go higher resistance. But someone has to win 3-1 in the coin flips. Is there many mirrors that you don't want to go second? I don't know. I guess it depends. Probably want to go first in Guardian Mirror. I would assume want to go first in Guardian Mirror. Alright, the draw there was like fine. There's the pass. I mean, you're not like under any threat here. There's no real pressure that you're scared of here as Miloslav. Here comes the Vessel. Get rid of Haxorus. Both Haxorus have hit the discard pile. I mean, the most that Daniel could do here would be like a punch with an Ogre Pawn, which is like fine. You would get like set up a 2-hit KO on the Drago, but it's unlikely that's gonna happen. And that'd be like a lot of energy to commit to your active there. So it could then be like a motivate. We're probably looking for a motivate, or we're probably looking for a motivate or a Cleffa here from Daniel. Pult Mirror, right? Probably want to go first in Pult Mirror, yeah. Although I'm not sure. I don't know. When I go second in Pult Mirror, it still feels fine. Because you just, once again, you have like such a cleaner setup to be able to have a better turn 2. Dango would want to go first. You would want to go first as Dango, yeah. These guys are having too much fun out there. I know. Gotta be careful about getting a warning for having too much fun. It'll happen. You get a little too rowdy on stage, too many chuckles. They're gonna come down with the warnings. Then the prize penalties. Someone could get DQ'd. This is serious. Did Daniel go second for the motivate? No, you don't really want to specifically leave Squawkabilly in the active. That's not good. But you just want to go second to have like a cleaner setup. You can use Research. You can use Iono on the first turn. You can use Cleffa. Cleffa's like the big thing to try and get into. The DPL for Chuckles is crazy. We're not messing around. These Pokemon terms are big. They're playing for billions of dollars. Like, this is serious. People take this as a joke, but it's a big deal. No chuckling. Look at what happened to Ian Rob. He had too much fun. Exactly. You have a little bit too much fun. Big peak's coming for you. All right, here comes the pawn for 1. We still have that Billy to work with. There's the Drago in hand as well. I think there's a nest ball. Yeah, there's a nest ball. My guess would be we're going to grab the Cleffa here. No, goes for the Drago. Maybe it is going to be a motivate angle, to be honest. It might be a motivate angle. There's the Vessel. Are we going full in on the motivate? Let's see. Oh, doesn't go for the motivate, but goes... Wait. So we're leaving a 2 prize in our active, but we're not going to motivate off of it. That doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah, it's just a misplay from Daniel there. Because if we're gonna leave this Squawkabilly in the active, that's fine. But we may as well motivate as well. Definitely a mistake there from Daniel. And then we also had like the flexibility to potentially retreat into a Cleffa if we draw into the Cleffa. Could it switch? I mean, yeah, I guess. I think we did hit the switch there, actually. Is that the switch? I think that is the switch. There is the switch in the hand, but there's no Cleffa. Playing for the switch is definitely absurd. We did get it, though. Ogre Pawn in the active is definitely better than Squawkabilly, because if you leave the Squawkabilly in the active, the Squawkabilly dies to Gudra. Now, Miloslav's Gudra is prize, so it's actually not an option for Miloslav. It's actually not an option for Miloslav. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate this play of trying to push Ogre Pawn in the active, but once again, we probably still should have attached to Squawkabilly so we could just retreat into the Ogre Pawn. The hand there looks fine for Daniel. Thinking about putting pawn number 3 into play. Wait, we could Ultra Ball for Cleffa here, though. Yeah, Ultra Ball for Cleffa, retreat to Cleffa. Yeah, now that's cooking. If Cleffa's in there. Hey, there's the Cleffa, looking good. So it worked out. It did end up working out. It worked out better than if we had attached to Squawkabilly, because we drew our 1-of switch, but probably still should have attached active there, to be honest. But hey, lucky. That's fine. We're chilling. Get into the Cleffa, get a fresh 5, get to leave the 1 prizer in the active. I believe so. Oh, I was like wondering what is happening. I was like, where's Daniel's deck? Oh, 4, not 5. My bad. I risk high return. Yeah. I mean, it's just like a different playstyle approach from Daniel. Most players would have like just attached to the Squawkabilly active there, but you know, the riskier playstyle is sometimes like more optimal in the situation, you know? And we see in like this situation specifically, playing more risky was the better play. All right, over to Miloslav. We're looking for the turn to attack. We actually basically have the turn to attack set up fully here. From Miloslav. We got the Drago. We got the... I think we have the Vessel for the energy as well. So we can actually Ultra Ball for an attacker here, I guess. He still lost the energy to retreat, so he just wasted a switch. Not really, because the energy came off... If we don't attach for... It's about getting energy on Regidrago, not getting energy on Ogre Pawn. Keeping energy on Ogre Pawn. Because Ogre Pawn can always self-accelerate energy. Like, the energy that was on the Ogre Pawn was accelerated through its ability. The attachment for turn sticking to the Drago is, like, the big deal. So now we got to attach to Drago and use Cleffa by using the switch. We don't care about the energy on the Ogre Pawns. We don't care about energy on Ogre Pawn at all. Because they self-accelerate, and then those attachments go. Those aren't a big deal at all. It's all about where the manual attachments or where the E-switch energy goes, and if we can get all of that onto our Regidragos. All right, energy being found here from Miloslav. Once again, the Gudra's prized, so you're not going to be doing a Gudra play this turn. Miloslav could just knock out the active with a Tina, though. Could just go Tina. Oh, wait. The active is a Cleffa. Hold on. If we can get a 2-prize Pokemon in the active, we could just KO it with Tina. Or we could like bring up the Squawkabilly and KO Squawkabilly with Dragon Ball. That would also work. Okay, starting with the Steel Mask cycle. It is research. Now we have the option of Iono research, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. It's kind of whatever. Giving it some thought. What would I prefer to do here? Drago's established fully, but there's only a Cleffa in the active. And then we go into the Iono here. It was a research and a Drago V-Star. So not really conserving a ton of resources by playing the Iono, but a little bit. Also, like in this build specifically, the recovery is 2 superior and a night stretcher. So like conserving your Drago V-Star is like a little bit more important than like the build that plays like double super rod. It also reduces the cards in Daniel's hand by 1. Yeah, now what is the attacking option here for Miloslav? Actually, are you just not going to attack? All the attacks suck. Yeah, I think you just don't attack here, right? You just pass. Oh, wait, do we have a switch? Switching to the bench would actually be pretty good here. Yeah, honestly, just leaving this in the active is just... you probably should just... No, I wouldn't retreat it. Hold on. But we got to get it out of the active, I feel like. Because we don't have a Dragapult. Oh, do we have Night Stretcher switch for Cleffa? That would be pretty good. There we go. This is actually a pretty good play here from Miloslav. Just run for the turn. Yeah, I like this. And we have boss next turn to actually start the 2-prize trade. All right, pretty nice. It literally looked like Miloslav flipped him off there. All right, over to Daniel. E-switch top decked. But this is going to be the same situation on Daniel's side. But Daniel does have access to Gudra. So Daniel could use Gudra. Oh! Wait, is Zatina in the discard pile? Just has the nuts. And it is. Completely wipes out all of Miloslav's resources. Everything's gone. Daniel waves goodbye. No backup Drago on the bench. It's going to have to be a full reset turn from Miloslav. Not really doing anything this turn. Full reset. Has an Ultra Ball in hand. That can find the Drago V. I think a Nest Ball might be in there as well. So we'll have to recover our Dragos here. The Legacy Star is also still available for Daniel. Still has Legacy Star. Did not have to burn it on that last turn. You know, there's a pretty high chance that another 2-prize is going to be going down on this next turn. Starting with a pawn. Another research, but we already had that. All right, Ultra Ball and Nest Ball coming out now. Gonna go get ourselves... Ooh, we have 2 E-switches. We could get double Drago V and then split the energy on the 2 Drago Vs on the bench. And then research. How many Drago Vs are left, though? Only 1. Only 1 Drago is left. That's not good. Was there a Drago prize? There must have been, right? View is found here. You know, hacking for Apex Dragon would be insane. Oh, hold up, hold up. Is that the move? That works, right? Dude, the genome hack. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Yo, Azul, is there a percentage or rate that a deck will brick? And it ain't the same for all decks, right? Yes. Okay, there was only 1 E-switch, actually. I thought there was 2. I guess I was wrong. We get another E-switch. We still have 1 more Ogre Pawn to use here. For Miloslav. We can use... There's 1 E-switch, 2 E-switch. There's 2 E-switch left. There's actually not that much else left. We can use there's 1 Ogre Pawn. 1 Ogre Pawn is available here. Be a crazy play. Here we go. Ogre Pawn and Prey. This KO be a pretty big KO. Not E-switch. All right. Well, we can concede. Okay. All right. I feel like Miloslav could have won that, though. It doesn't feel like you have to concede there. I don't know about that. I don't know about the concede. I feel like that was still winnable for sure. With like, you had Iono for the next turn. I think that was winnable. I think that was winnable. Not sure about that. All right. Game 3 now. Yeah, we don't know how good Daniel's hand was. If Daniel has to like fully extend legacy, like has a bad legacy star to like win that game, and has a bad legacy star, like, yeah, I think it was still winnable. Just to see how good Daniel's hand was after the prize cards, and then if Daniel was forced into legacy star to continue playing the game, then potentially the legacy star could have been so brutal that you could have made a comeback, to be honest. I guess another thing to note, neither of these players actually play Radzard, so there's no like potential for like a one prize attacker towards the late game. Which that'll be like in the finals, that'll be like the advantage, the way the mirror match is gonna go, I guess like the advantage you'll have is like Brent will have access to Radzard, and then whoever wins here will have access to Gudra. Will be like the main trade-off, I feel like. All right, well, going into game 3, Miloslav will get to go second. Both players seem to agree that going second is correct. We should probably just make sure they both have 60 cards. They're playing the exact same sleeves, I think. I'm getting kind of nervous for it, to be honest. Hopefully no one took someone else's card there. Probably fine, but I'm a little nervous. Okay, the double gibbles are up. This would be a good time for a pile count to make sure. That's what I'm saying. Or even in like the middle of the game sometimes, you know, just count, like you should know how many cards are left in your deck. Do a little bit of a, you know, a pile shuffle. Figure out how many cards are left, just in case. All right, what are the starters? The Cleffas? All right. I'm sure neither player are complaining about that. That's ball for Daniel. I believe has a vessel in hand as well, so it could get the energy for the Drago. Prize cards here. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at all. We'll see what Miloslav has prize. Yeah, all the tools available there for Daniel. Are they same 60? I believe so, yes. I guess we don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure they are, yeah. Let's see, Ultra Ball's been played here. It looks like Squawkabilly was prioritized. So Squawkabilly's out here. And I believe the last card in hand is a Vessel, and so, like Vessel something. So you could Vessel for a Fire Energy here, I guess. And attach that. Probably leave the Grass Energy in the deck, of course. And we'll get our attachment for our Drago. Oh, maybe it's not a Vessel. Okay, we are shuffling up here, so maybe it isn't a Vessel. Or, yeah, there isn't a Vessel. Or maybe the other card we want to put in play, so we're just going to give up on the Vessel. That could also be it. We'll see. Oh, is it grass? We have a Grass in hand, though, so we can attach Grass for turn. We should also probably play the Temple of Sinnoh, just so Miloslav can't play Temple of Sinnoh, and then potentially draw more cards with the Cleffa. All right, and there's the Billy for 6. Okay. Or playing towards the potential of a turn to attack. Drago, Nest, Vessel. Okay, I think we're gonna see another Ogerpon hit the field here. Yep, Ogerpon number 2 is out. Vessel gonna get rid of that Tina here, get some more Grass Energy. Start to cycle through the deck with the Teal Masks. Pretty good turn 1 here for Daniel, but that Cleffa is still in the active on the other side that we have to deal with. So we're looking for like a big prime catcher turn or something like that from Daniel on this next turn. And we'll see how good of a turn Miloslav has as well. All right, second and final Teal Mask of the turn coming down. Only other thing to do here would maybe be to play an E-switch. See. Ultra Ball for next turn? That's not bad. I don't think we're playing it yet, though, of course. And there's going to be the pass over. All right, Miloslav has a lot of dragons in the hand, which is good, especially if we're going to go for a Squawkabilly here. Prize cards for Miloslav, a Drago, and an Ogerpon. That's about it. A boss. Yeah, so nothing too crazy. I guess the fire energy could be a little bit annoying. I believe there only is 2 fire energy in the list here for both players. So the fire could be a little bit annoying, but still has one of those in the deck. And is playing the triple recovery card, has the double superior plus Night Stretcher. Did Milo choose second? Yes, Milo did choose second. We could see a motivate play happen here from Miloslav, but probably going to go for the Cleffa draw. We'll see. I was eyeing up the Gudra take instead here. And then maybe get a Nest Ball for the Squawkabilly. And then hope to draw into the Drago. You kind of want to get down double Drago, though, to feel safe in case of a Gust knockout. What Miloslav goes for. Goes for the Drago. We do have one. Ooh, okay, it's still pretty good. Yeah, we have one Drago in hand, so we'd only need to get like one more. This is going to get the Squawkabilly here, of course. I believe there's a Drago V-Star in hand as well, so we're going to lose a V-Star. Going to get that Gudra into the discard pile, which I've been saying is a big attacker in the mirror match, but neither player has attacked with Gudra yet, either game. But trust me, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Gudra is a big deal. Okay, he's a big deal around here. Big deal in the Drago deck. Big deal in the Drago. Just he's a really cool guy. He's a really big deal. You're gonna love him. You're gonna love him. You're gonna be great when he comes out there and does 200 damage and reduces the damage that the Pokemon that usually attacks takes by 80. You'll be amazed. You'll be impressed. I guarantee you. But so far we have seen more grasping draws. Gudra attacks. Honestly, grasping draw, #1 attack in the mirror match? Possibly. It might be the one. Okay, pretty good draw there from Miloslav. Gonna be able to set up the exact same identical board state as Daniel. The double pawn, double Drago. Now we should see him mimic the exact placement of the cards. Are they playing the exact same artworks too? I think they are. No, but do it the exact... What does Daniel's board state look like? Oh no, this is the exact same one. Okay, cool. Got a true mirror match going on here. Doesn't get better than this. Doesn't get more mirror than this. And you know when people have the exact same board state, it means the matchup is that much closer. They're taking mirror match a little too seriously. True. I've shown up way more than Pidgeot EX in this top 4. Time proven Azul's take right. Yo, that's true, Andrew. I'll make sure to mention that to Chip on the podcast this week. There's the Iono. A much cleaner board state from Milo there, to be honest. The Squawk, double Drago, double Pawn setup there. A lot cleaner looking. It'd be nice to see Daniel copy him. Yeah, they're not using the same artworks, though. The Cliff is the same artwork, but they have different pawns, different Dragos. All right, fresh 6 for both players off of these Ionos. We got our attachment for turn onto our Drago. Can cycle the energy here on one of our pawns. There it is. From Miloslav, getting a card. It is superior. There's an E-switch in hand. We could E-switch that over to the other Drago just to draw one more card here off the Cleffa. If you stack 2 on one Drago, things get a little, it's like a little bit too big of an investment, it feels like. Could burn this switch as well. You could retreat the Cleffa and then switch back into the active. I kind of like that. I don't know what we're really holding it for. But don't play it first. Retreat first, right? Uh-oh. So I'm gonna play. Just make sure you retreat. Okay. I was getting scared there. All right. Cleffa for 2 or 3 cards here. 3. Finds a fire, a research, a grass. The hand's okay. There's a research in it, of course, though. But there's double superior in the hand here as well. Here. Blah, blah, blah. There is double Superior in the hand, which is not great, but one could be recovered later with Legacy Star, and we might just have enough energy in the deck in general to win the game. We might not need to actually recover, or to use a recovery card to actually win here. And we'll have to wait and see what Daniel can pull off this turn. I don't think either player is going to KO the Cleffa. I guess you could KO the Cleffa, but it's pretty bad to KO the Cleffa. If you could KO it with Gudra, it's like fine. But even then, you give your opponent a bench space to work with. But I don't know if that's going to have too big of an impact in the game overall. Yeah, so the biggest thing here is you just want to be the first person to take the 2-prize knockout. And then the other person has to make some kind of comeback play by using Gudra. A lot of E-switches in the hand here for Daniel, but I think missing big draw support. Holy E-switches. There's 3 of them. How aggressive does Daniel get here? Is Daniel going to let it rip? Or is Daniel just going to draw with Cleffa? He's going to evolve one of them to a V-Star. I think we're just drawing with Cleffa here and putting it on Miloslav. Do you have Gust 2-prize knockout? Honestly, I like holding all the E-switches as well because it would let you go back-to-back Dragos here in the coming up turns. It's going to commit one of them, it looks like. Build up 2 grass on one Drago. And then leave the fire on the other, splitting the resources a little bit more. So if Miloslav goes after the V-Star, well, then there's a Drago with 2 grass. But if you go after the Drago with 2 grass, then there's a Drago. Then there's a Drago with the fire. And if it's like Prime Catcher Iono, then like everything is a little bit more set up to recover from the Iono as well. All right, a lot of research in the hand here for Miloslav. I think we're definitely going to be researching here. I don't think there's an Iono in there. I think it's like 3 research and 2 superior or something like that. So we're going to lose a lot of our energy. Recovery. And yeah, we're going to lose a lot of our energy recovery here. And yeah, Miloslav's looking for Gust. Looking for Prime. The boss combo, I don't think is possible out of the current hand. It has to be like some kind of... Wait, is that Prime? Wait, hold on. Did we just draw that? That's new. That's pretty good. I mean, you probably just commit to it, right? Vaseline first. How many grass are you going to grab here? I feel like we could have actually just like prime attach researched instead. And then, because like if you build up, like if you draw a card here with Ogerpon now before the research, and you draw into like a boss, then you have to discard a boss. I feel like we should just not take anything off the vessel. We haven't taken anything yet, but I feel like we should just like not take anything and then commit to the combo. You could also push up an Ogerpon here as Miloslav off the Prime Catcher. Oh, does go for a grass here. Okay. So we are going to use an Ogerpon here. I'm not a huge fan of this. I feel like it's unnecessary. Maybe it just kind of comes down to like the chance of drawing a good card versus digging deeper into our deck guaranteed. But we're like so likely to draw grass energy off our research anyways. I feel like it's fine to cycle it that way. No, but I guess we're seeing like one less card overall in that. I guess this does make more sense. We are seeing more cards this way. There's another grass energy to the hand. Something we didn't want to see because all of our energy recovery is in our hand. There's a fire commitment. And then also if we Prime Catcher and push up Ogerpon here instead, that's another grass energy that we lose. Here comes the Prime. Which Drago does Miloslav favor of the two? The V-Star or the V with the 2 grass energy? And see, if this was in combination with an Iono. Now, if there wasn't 2 grass energy on the 1V, then you definitely go after the V-Star. But now it's like a tough choice. And if it is an Ogerpon setup, that's 1 more energy. Oh, it's going to go after the Ogerpon instead. Is Miloslav just going to go for the Gudra Punch? That's probably going to be the play then, right? Punch with Gudra. There's the Ultra Ball, but we need a energy switch. Next card? No energy switch. So we're not going for the big KO. We're just going to go for the Gudra Punch. But now we either have to return to Cleffa and then hope Daniel doesn't have Gust KO 2-prizer or Gust Punch 2-prizer. I guess we don't have to KO. I guess the way you can play this matchup, right? Can't you just go like, you can go Gudra Punch Pawn, Gudra Punch Pawn. Because they both have Squawkabilly in play, then you go Dragapult, KO Squawkabilly, KO double Pawn, right? Just draw 6 prize cards in a turn. You never get Iono'd low. Oh, the E-Switch is in the hand. It's gonna be an insane turn for For Miloslav, then, it's everything you need. Gudra Punch Pawn, then you boss Gudra Punch Pawn, and then you boss Squawk KO. And the boss is already in hand for Miloslav for the next turn. How do you even approach this on the other side, then? Like, what does Daniel even try and do here? Because you're just behind. Now you're literally just behind at this point. Hard retreat. You could try and find Boss Prime and KO this Drago. That's probably the best play, is right? Boss Prime, and you just want to KO it. Yeah, there's the Gudra Punch for the 200. Yeah, this play from Miloslav makes way more sense. Does either player play Halucha? No Halucha. I guess you could have... Honestly, though, on both sides, though, well... You could have just, like, not put the second Ogre Pawn in play. And then this line of play wouldn't be available. What if you just didn't do this play? Would that have been the play, to just not do this play? Well, no. Not put the Ogre Pawn in play, excuse me. You still do this play when there's two Ogre Pawn in play. But should we have just never benched the second Ogre Pawn? Was like, now my question, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe we should have never put the second Ogre Pawn in play on either side. We could have rocked solo pawn. Possibly. All right, here comes the pawn draws to start things off. Pawn number 1. It is Prime Catcher. That's huge. Pawn number 2. Well, actually, this might be a manual attachment to the Regidrago. Actually, I take it back. If we have a boss in hand, we could do the boss Tina play. Actually, I don't know if Tina's in the discard pile. I take it back. We are going with pawn number 2. It is Ultra Ball. There might be a boss in the hand. Double E-switch. Simply just like taking a knockout here, I don't think is good enough from Daniel. So does it have to be like Prime, Legacy Prime? Goes for the Drago V off the bench. But now, like, Miloslav's going to do the same thing. But maybe you KO this Drago this turn, play the research, and then next turn you go Legacy Star for Prime Boss. Maybe you do it next turn. Okay. Into some fine options there. Oh, wait, we're doing it. Daniel immediately into the V-Star. Oh, double boss milled. That's tough. I mean, oh, it feels like you gotta take... It's gotta be boss Prime, right? As the recovery. I assume we're going for the Prime KO Drago here. And then hoping Miloslav just kind of whiffs from there. All right, boss Prime. We have 2 Drago set up. Attach. But if Miloslav can just get the Gust play again, Miloslav probably just wins. There we go. It's going to go for the Tina knockout here. Could maybe also 1 off the active instead. It's going to go for the 2 off the pawns. It's the KO. But if Miloslav can get boss... If Miloslav has boss, Ogre Pawn, Gudra again... I think Miloslav just wins the game. Because then you just have Legacy... Without using Legacy Star. Without using Legacy Star, I should say. But the hand isn't quite there. We could also Legacy Star as well. We could Legacy Star. You'd have to be a little bit more careful with Legacy Star, I guess, in this build. Because you don't have Super Rod. So you can't, like, deck yourself out and then Super Rod recover. Doing a quick deck count. I'm probably considering the Legacy Star. Might just go for it right now. There's the Stretcher in hand. You could just recover the V-Star and go for it. Goes for the pawn first to draw a card. You do need a... All right, drew into Iono now. So Iono is a possibility. You have that boss. You would like to use the boss this turn. Yeah, but you have so little else to work with here. I mean, it could just be Night Stretcher for V-Star. Or you could even Night Stretcher for the fire, to be honest. You could just get the fire if you have a lot of outs to the V-Stars in the deck, and then play Research. I guess also the other line that you could approach this from as... Oh, wait, but didn't you prize the... You prized the V. I was going to say, the last thing you actually could... The way you could approach this here as... oh, you lost double Superior earlier as well. Yeah, I don't even know the best way to approach this, to be honest. The other way to approach this as Miloslav, though, would be to just Tina knock out the active and set up another Drago to then have the option of going KO Squawkabilly, KO Ogrepon. You'll stop telling him how he's gonna beat him. Goes for the fire and then goes into the Iono. Okay. Trying to get disruptive here. I think maybe Miloslav wants the option of being able to just like punch the active if you whiff the bigger play. There's Ultra Ball and Energy Switch. So we have a Drago now. Reset up again. But the question is, what attack do you go for? And I guess, do you V-Star right now for the play? You could V-Star for Boss and Prime Catcher, I guess. And then you Prime... Yeah, you could just V-Star for Boss and Prime Catcher here. And bring up the Ogrepon, use Gudra, and then next turn you just have Boss for win. I wonder if Miloslav should have actually gotten Mew set up for one of those Nest Balls, like Ultra Ball away. Yeah, I wonder if we could have got Mew on the bench here, though. Here's the E-Switch. Now we can't get Mew because we don't have 2 cards in our hand for the Ultra Ball. But we could have kept one of the Nest Balls and Ultra Ball away the Ogrepon or something. Miloslav might just go for the Gudra knockout, though. Can he just Counter Catcher plus Gudra? Does he? I don't think he has Counter Catcher. I don't think... Do they play Counter? I don't think they play Counter Catcher, do they? If there's a Counter Catcher on hand, that'd be sick. But no, there's no Counter Catcher. Miloslav is Daniel's coach, yeah. I mean, the play that makes the most sense to me is going for the Prime Catcher boss off of V-Star right now. Can we lose to Iono or deck out if we Legacy Star with how small the deck is? Oh, maybe. Actually, I don't even know. It's possible. We might just lose to Iono here. The Mew got discarded. Yeah, I don't know how many cards are left in the deck, to be honest. I did want to see the Nest Ball for Mew, just in case we get Iono'd. Now the Mew's gone. There's a Prime Catcher. I think you have to get Boss here. I think we do lose to Iono. I think Miloslav loses to Iono here. If Daniel has an Iono. The chance that Daniel has Iono is pretty low, but it is still possible. If you got Mew, I think he'd be out of cards in deck. No, he'd have one card left. Oh, but I guess you can't get Iono out of Boss here as Miloslav, right? You can't get Iono out of Boss because... Yeah, you can't get Iono out of Boss because you would always draw your whole deck. So you just lose to getting Iono'd. He's gonna go for Superior. Does Superior ever generate enough cards to get us out of deck out range? And there is a Boss left in the deck, I believe. Goes for the Gudra, or goes to the Ogre Pawn, excuse me. Discard that. Get 4 cards back. Or 4 grass energy, excuse me. How many cards are left in the deck? Is it just 2? There's a boss in the final 2. There's the Gudra hit. I don't know how many cards are left in Daniel's or in Miloslav's deck. There's 3. We have exactly 7 left. There is 3. He's taking prizes? No, he's not. So next turn, Miloslav is guaranteed boss. The boss stayed in the deck off the Legacy Star, so you didn't have to recover it off the Legacy Star. That's checkmate? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is checkmate. I don't think there's an out here for Daniel. The big 6 prize turn coming up. This is what I was kind of talking about, though. I wonder if it was possible for Daniel to, like, did we need double Ogre Pawn immediately from Daniel? We maybe didn't, to be honest. Otherwise, this situation comes up where it's like Gudra, Squawkabilly. Or, excuse me, Gudra, something. I forget what it is. Gudra something. There's something. Dragapult. There we go. Jesus. Dude. I'm sleep deprived. You can't blame me. Dang, no Iono. The Iono would have been sick. Oh no, the Iono doesn't matter. We have 7 cards. The Iono doesn't matter. Would have been sick. Could have been sick. You can do 230 and discard 3 cards. It discards it discards 3 cards from your deck. 4 in hand. Yeah, there's 4 in hand, 3 in the deck. Can Daniel boss prime? No, we don't have. We already did boss prime. We don't have it at the house for boss prime. It did have. Yeah, Daniel had the Iono as well. We have 7 cards. We have 7 cards. Dude, that's a crazy sequence there from Miloslav at the end there. That is sick. Yeah, there's no play Daniel can do. No play exists. The checkmate. The draw. Top deck the boss. Miloslav didn't even put the correct damage on it. Oh no, it did do the correct damage. Oh, was there 2 boss left? I thought the top deck was a boss. Maybe it wasn't. There it was. And then Dragapult. Yeah, because we take the reduced damage from our own Gudra. Dragapult. 3-3. The 6 prize turn. Super sick play from Miloslav at the end there. That was, yeah.